All right, we're live. I'm trying to get the worlds going here. Anybody comes on here, let me know you can hear me. I'm using the mic on the laptop, but the AC's kind of loud, so I'm not sure that's working or not. Okay, looks like I can see it going in the background. Um, got the worlds going. It's a 45 plus final going right now. I've got it streaming off my phone. Let me know if you can hear me. I don't have my mic on. I wish I did. I haven't figured that out yet. How to do it. Get this all working right. Actually, as long as I don't get somebody else on here or try to run some separate audio, it'll work. But just let me know if you can hear me. Okay. I'm afraid that air conditioning might be too loud. I got to come up with a quieter one. So looks like we got 20 minutes left in the 45 plus. Ghani's in third, Bertino's in second, Danny Bacon in one. Denai's looking like fifth. It's pretty cool to see. Y'all check in, let me know you're here. We're at the warehouse, got the worlds going on the TV. Lefty's talking on there. I've been doing a lot of work on my nitro card today. I'm gonna probably do some testing, some roll center testing on the e-buggy. So I gotta get these tires off this thing, get it out of the way. So I think after this is last chance qualifier. That ought to be pretty good. It's like Finn had some trouble in this main, so he's going to be in that. Yeah, Drake, they're doing 45 plus instead of 40 plus, so he's just saying that Drake can't be in it. All right, let's put this thing up and I shouldn't be doing this from StreamYard. I should be doing it from YouTube. Been kind of enjoying the StreamYard app. It's like just go on their website. You can share your screen and stuff. I'll do some work on the e-buggy and probably do some testing. I'll do some roll center adjustments on the lower hinge pins. I can take a little bit of work, figure out exactly how I'm going to do it. +40, 45 plus going back there. Old Lefty's having a big time. Now say hello. Let me know you can hear me. Maybe you can't hear me. That's why nobody's saying hello. That'd be nice to know the audio is okay using this. I'm kind of far away from there. I may have to switch to the wireless mic. If you can't hear me. So there'll be a last minute qualifier. Am I coming in from the pit? Let's rebuild this thing not long ago. It's probably good. Well, I think I'm going to take these diffs out. Got plenty of time. I think I'm going to get my mic out. I'm afraid nobody can hear me. It'd be nice if I could just do it into the GoPro. But it only lets me do through the mic, through the headphone jack. Say hello when you come in. I'm trying to get this audio working. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm getting my mic out. I'm afraid nobody can hear. So I may be moving around the trailer and stuff. Get my mic set up. Got get this plugged in here, turned on. All right, so should have audio going into my mic. Let me check the settings. May have to change that. Where's this GoPro audio? It's not working. I don't know if there's a way to actually change it. Okay, let me, I appreciate that, Ken. How about now? Can you hear me okay now? This is without the mic. If you can hear me like that, that'd be great. I won't have to fool with this mic. Got this air conditioner is super loud to me in here. I hate the thing. I need to get me one of those split units. Let's see if I can test the settings. I go into settings and hit audio. It appears to be getting audio input. So I wonder if I could use these mics straight into the headphone jack. Let's see, we got about 12 minutes to go in this 45 plus. Danny Vega seems to be leading the whole race. So, okay, good. You can still hear fine. So I won't use these then. That's easier for me. So thank you. Turn these off. I'm surprised this microphone works as good as it does. I don't know why, but I got the why the microphone from the GoPro isn't an option when you're doing this with a webcam. That would be nice because I could use these straight into that and not affect the laptop input. Because what happens when I use the laptop input, it mutes any kind of audio I try to do. So if I go in StreamYard and try to share some video from another window, it won't work. Kind of dumb. I'm gonna continue to work on this e-buggy a little bit. Later on today, I'm gonna work on a testing video. Right now, my priority is watching the LCQ and the main final. In the meantime, I'll get this e-buggy worked on a little bit. I had a nice surprise at the track when I got here this morning. You had to go and vacuum first thing because sprinklers leave some puddles. So you had to go vacuum to get the right moisture in the track, Out there in the big double in the back, usually flooded a little bit. So you had to do a lot of vacuum in there. And there's a dead rat, a big dead rat in the middle of it. And man, the smell is right in the water too. So I had to clean up everything. That was lovely. It's like, good morning. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I'm casting to the TV. I'm mirroring from my phone, so I'm surprised all this is working. So I got an Ethernet connection going straight into the computer. I don't have a router in here, which that would be ideal, so I could use the Fire Stick on that thing. I'm gonna continue to work on this. It's like Adrian Bertine, however you say his name, he's second, holding on to it pretty strong, looks like. Danny Vega. You're only half a second ahead. This might be a pretty good race. Let's see what's going on here. Why they're not, they're following. Oh, Bertine to the lead. Why are we following him? Hopefully that's him. I'm not sure what his car looks like. They're pretty close. I was not even showing it. Let's get over the battle with Bertine and Vega. Yeah, there we go. They're going to finally get there. 0.3 seconds separating them, and they're watching something else. Here we go. Hold on for a second. I'm not. I'll let you know. They're finally catching up with them. So 7 minutes to go. 7.5 minutes to go. This-
That shows. Well, hey, there you go. Back on front there. That's fine. Yeah, maybe back on the show. Thank you, Richard Hutz, for the $10. We really appreciate it. Morning letter, how are the twins? Hope you all are well. Well, I'm trying to find a leader, but he's kind of way ahead. Let's see, he's what, 8 and 8? He is. 1 second. Let's follow the Donnie for a minute. Car number 5.
Why can't you find the leaders?
Coming up with the X-ray hairpin right there.
What are they doing?
I
Crazy.
On the wings of his car, he's had that for many 25 plus years. Been an interesting beat.
Looks like I got one of these braces on these e-buggies. These little ball ends at this center brace hook to break. Actually, the screw's even loose. That's something I got to fix.
Hello, friends. In the house.
Let's see if we can get this center diff out. Check it out.
Hope you well. See you in North Carolina. I'll be there next month. What is it about? You beat the Nuggets and break the somebody. I'm looking at 5 and 6 the exception.
I think it looks good. I just rebuilt these not long ago, so I'm probably not going to do anything with it. We got 5.5 minutes of battle for the lead, and they still don't have no screen.
Let's pick up with everyone's eager right now, but it's still far ahead. Here we go. Let's follow this white car right here. Coming up. Car number 2. That car behind it is not that is. So this is the battle for the leader between Daddy Vega and Adrian.
Okay, they found it finally.
Let's start the front here.
They're right on top of one another. Oh no! Vega crashed it and landed on the other side of the track. He did okay. He come out good on that one. Adrian Bertine from Orion, Forma, and now at he's left HP, he's doing Corsa-Tech engines. This is what Ronafalk uses. He's Ronafalk's mechanic, right-hand man. So it's good to see him out racing. He's a long-time racer. Always been pretty good.
Not having the best center, but he is in the front, and that's all that matters. I see some traffic.
He's got a little over 4.5 minutes left. Blocking the sky and blocking the screen. A lot of people watching. 3.7 thousand people tuned into the world.
Racer that is Adrian Bertine.
Oh, an on-road racer. I know that. What's up, Will? Just watching the worlds and wrenching on my e-buggy, getting ready for some testing today. Hope this audio sounds okay. Ken told me he can hear me fine, so I'm gonna roll with it. Just going through my e-buggy out. It's already got a fresh rebuild, so I'm not going to rebuild these discs. I'm just pulling them out and looking at them. I found something wrong with the rear brace on it. Go ahead and fix this while I got it on my brain. Don't need no rear brace. Well, the way it was broke, it's giving me some more flex. It probably helped it. one thing, the HB bracing, it's got they tend to break from time to time. It's got these little ball ends. I don't know if you can see that. Got a ball end in that piece, and I know it's such stress it breaks those things. You can see where that little looks like a washer there. That's broken. That's a ball end that's broken. So you can change that one. This one's good. You'll see it like right in here. Oh, Agent Rich. The marshals are so far away at this place. So they put him in second. That hurt it. I don't understand. I've noticed the marshals are a long ways away. Maybe it's because it's a world championship. They're supposed to be better, but I don't know who all saw it. But in the semifinal with Finn, he took off in the lead, and he lets him back by. Finn crashed like in the first couple of laps, and the corner marshal went to move him, and the cars were coming. He's scared. He's like, stand back, and wouldn't touch him. He went all the way to the back. Never came back past seventh, I think. He was in sixth, charging Ronafalt for fifth for the last bump. He was making a charge. He was on fire and pushing, and because he's pushing, he ended up wrecking. So my watch hours as of this morning, 39.95. So 5 more watch hours, and I'm eligible for monetization. Excited. Should be tomorrow. If everything goes right tomorrow, I'll hit that 4,000 and get that email. Excited. I've been working really hard on it. Now we got 10 seconds here to the end. Looks like Burton's going to take it. 13. Oh, this guy's going to hold him up. Good grief. Yeah, so Force Tech engines, what Ronafalk's running, I'm sure what he's running, they're supposed to come out available this week or so, he said. So yeah, I got me a new ball here. It's opposite of that one. Like they're wrapping this one up. He's going to take it. For the win. Congratulations to Adrian Martin, your 2002 45 plus baseball world champion. But I guess you can add that to resume somewhat similar or something. I'm not sure it's actual world champion. Results, I can't get these to pop out. This is the whole day is that the last one right now usually starts what is it? Think back in time to golf club or just put now enjoying on Facebook. Yeah, that's these things on the e-buggy. Unfortunately, you go through these. I want to change this plastic because I want to keep a little flex in it. I'll put that together later. Make sure I don't sit there put it together wrong right now. Dip back in there. I wanted to feel this gear lash on this rear diff. Just right. Actually, can't hold it right. It's not going to feel right. Yeah, just enough slop in there for it to be free. Let's see. Trying to get you there. Appreciate it. Got co-op this weekend, so we're sitting here watching SpongeBob. Spent all week cleaning rigs after that last race. Everything is good, no broken parts. We're good. Had a good performance, that's for sure. Looks like everything's good on this thing. I don't want to take it apart anyway, so I'll just brush it off, put it back together. Just gonna get it dirty, you know. Yeah, I made it the last 2 weeks too. Nitro buggy, those two whole events without really touching the car. I brought it in before last week's race and kind of went through the clutch and just eyeballed everything, see if I felt anything loose, put it back on the track and rocked again. So pretty much an hour's run time on the same setup without doing any maintenance really. Hard to do any maintenance when you're calling a race.
I have some people in my chat asking what the LCQ is. It's called a last chance qualifier.
So this is the last chance qualifier. We're going to watch this. So yeah, this is I think just the leader, just the winner. Yeah, whoever wins this race is the last one in the main. So we're going to pay attention to this one. It's only a 15-minute race too, so it's like they're going to be running hard. Always entertaining. Yeah, Battier, Robert Battle, Finn, Oscar Baldo, Elliot Boots, Navarro, Polito, I said Finn, Valente, Savoya, Tebow, Cavalier, Orlowski, and Spencer Ripken is in the last. He's had some struggles in this main. Okay, put some more incline spindles on the 2.0 and new carriers. Let's put 1.0 universals in it. We'll test and see if we can get it to work. Cool. I'm going to play with some price roll centers. Go from one extreme to the other on the e-buggy today. Make a test video. Need to test something. So last chance. 15-minute race. It's going to be like a battle royale. Take off this. Check this front center brace. I still need to get me a TLR battery tray to try in this thing. That's other things going on right now. I just bought a bunch of stuff for laptop and stuff. Just got me strapped right now. I put it on credit. I got to figure out how to pay for it now before I buy anything else. Sold a couple of knives. Got a few more up for sale. We'll see if we can get it paid that way. I'll tell you who's in the final. So far, we have Yep, looks like this back one's broke. But when you bolt it together, it kind of holds together, so it's really not hurting a whole lot. Looks like they're both broke. Can't have nothing. All right, I got to quit working on this. Pulling for Finn here. Finn's got a car to beat, so He's got a potential to dominate this race. So I'm gonna sit back and watch this. He's starting.
He's going to go into the main final start.
See if I can turn it up.
Yeah, they've done a lot of things here. That was one really be a surprise to Henry.
Oh, I'll have to use a different line.
Okay. There you go. On the way. There's the red big clean start. They're all going through.
Finn needs a clean race.
Off into the lead, and that's what really counts. Behind them, they've got battles in Spain 1-2. And then Boots in 3. Navarro in 4. Finn, if they got Balder, they got back from Boot Finn, currently not in the main. The post only one.
TV's not big enough.
Sure, this will be a single brilliant start for Oscar Baldo. He's in a different time zone than the rest of them.
Finn can make anything work, though.
Yeah, this is what Baldo did at the warm-ups. He started on pole and just pulled him in for 45 minutes before he had an off-track excursion. But he's only got 15 minutes to worry about. Yeah, but he has been fast. He's definitely found some pace in the latter half of this race. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the final event this. But there is a gaggle of cars behind him that has something to say about it. 2012 world champion Robert Betty and then battling it all.
He's got some road ahead of him for sure. There's some fast guys in there. Good morning, Sean. What's up? We're just watching the last chance qualifier. Rinsed on the e-buggy a little bit.
2 seconds straight off. It's pretty impressive. But it's definitely a little bit of a push from everyone else.
It looks like they're holding Finn up. Looks like.
That can be that second, third, fourth, fifth. So I don't think that it's backwards that he's bumped up because he's got opposite about it.
Well, I gotta be honest. I think that car's holding Finn up. I think if he had a different car, he would be unstoppable.
Time round, the lead went out to 2 seconds, but they made a 10th of a second. They're working themselves in. A lot of work for the referees to go, because really, it's got nothing to do with
you know, I probably see it better on my phone right here. Closer. Let's see where he's at. He goes through that whoop section also. Yeah, I say give Finn an HB, rule the world. Just maybe not. I don't know. He can drive anything though. He's been driving TLR forever though. So who knows? I'd like to see him drive another car. Oh, there he is in number 4. Let's see. I should have took my 55-inch out of the gym and put it in here.
Highly pressurized situation, all or nothing. Battle beginning to eat into the Baldo lead.
Oscar Baldo, they're on the track. So, oh no.
So he's going to play it back on the track. And that is another. Always an even more problem. It's sending chaos.
Finn is flying, man. Look at that car go.
He is rapid.
Oh,
always good turn round. Lucky's pointing the right way again.
I got a feeling it's almost like he put the wrong tire on it for the last race. But now it looks like he's got it.
Sure. Off to take it.
Mayfield said he figured out the tire. Maybe he's got the same tire as Mayfield now.
So Ben used that again now, didn't look. It was the 2 car, Robert got a drive through in the end. Right, so Ben now really going for it. Let's go on to Ben now.
Yeah, you fix and see the best in the world. Phenom. Pushes it. He pushes it. It's freaking crazy. I've seen him in person. It's the most incredible thing.
So Boots and Fenn moving to second and third. It's still leading is Oscar Baldo, and we're almost a third of the way through this one. Many a twisting turn to come.
Yeah, there is in the 2. So, yep, he's running it down. I wish we could see some lap times.
Turns into top of the corners again, switch around for the
yep.
penultimate time.
on the hunt right now. Look at him.
Okay, now it's definitely put the pressure on. Fence only fine, just got apart in various stages of accidents and
Let's
incidents.
turn this off. It's loud.
Take away the fact that he's quick. Now, what he can do from 13th on the grid, that's
Yeah, not living up to hype.
That's just striking as well. What you actually need is a
He's showing it'll work right here, isn't
problem in the middle of the pack. You know, had 6 cars experience, suddenly you're in 7th on the second
he?
corner.
Oscar Baldo
And then you start
holding
to work
off
from
in
that.
temporarily. 10 minutes. Sounds like somebody's
Like
here.
a snake by Fenn right there. It gets a little bit of
Oh, a corner marshal fell.
Marshall falls over. Great cheers. Marshall on his backside. That's what they love to see. The crowd. Biggest cheers they so far that way. It's Marshall falling over.
Poor boots. Silver fan.
So Fenn.
I'm not sure who's here. It might be
the
Devon.
Fenn started on 5th. And they are now a lot less than 1.2 seconds behind down the roller coaster. What's left of it? Left into the X-ray and now up and over the rumble.
He's there. Oh, no.
Is he get lucky? Yes, he does. Loses time but gets lucky.
Good. Those pipes are small.
Back in his wheels, didn't need a UMR.
That's the thing. That car's
massive
fast in the right hands, but
for Oscar Baldo.
it's edgy. I think that's why he makes mistakes.
And comes round now. Only 3 seconds is it going to be? 2.996. Quite close.
Now he's got to make up 3 seconds.
Give myself a prize for that. No, I'm not prizes.
Waldo's not
And
making
Navarro and
mistakes. Oh, he's
Tibor
already
move as well, catching up to Fenn. Tibor
Tibor's
showing some
coming.
pace back there in the number 9. Navarro running an antenna. Antenna 2. Oh, Cav has one too.
Yeah, I will be running antenna tube on that big track too.
Many years of experience to get up to the front and challenge Baldo. It is a challenge. He has 8 minutes and 24 seconds left. So we will see a fuel stop here soon.
Of course. Looking on the other cars, there's no cause being given out there. I can tell you, there's the gentleman has gone. That's definitely a big day in that lap for Fenn. See where they get. Baldo across the line now. Fenn crosses it now, 1.7 seconds. So 1.2 seconds gain by Fenn on that lap.
Still in it.
And any second now, they've got 2 things to worry about. First of all, they have to worry about his pit stop. The second thing is they have to worry about the fact that they have other drivers coming back towards them. Navarro can get closer as well.
Yeah.
Fenn sweeps round.
What's up?
Really cool. He's getting noticeably closer now.
Which one's going?
This is LCQ.
Oh,
Finn's running down Baldo.
Blast at pace with 50.6
minutes,
last
bro.
time round. But it's
Why
not the
is Fenn
Baldo's
in
going
last
straight.
year?
It's Fenn's car.
I know,
He's
he's-
absolutely
He
coming
wrecked
to
in
his own.
his final,
yeah.
and then the
He's
car
now
was loose
pushing,
and
pushing.
he never could catch it. He wrecked. He was in the lead. And he wrecked in one of the first few laps. The corner marshal was scared to get him, so he let everybody by. And he tried to fight back the whole time with a loose car. Now he's on fire now.
Temporarily by a pit stop, which
Oh,
is
they're going
now
to pit.
both of them. So, Fenn made a little bit of an error.
We got
There again,
Fenn,
the pit
Tebow,
stop, lost a bit of time,
Cavalieri,
let the ground
Ripken.
go.
Oh, no,
problem
she's got a
gun.
problem.
Gun
Rente,
problem.
oh.
Oh no.
So Fenn, the gun not quite going in. We've got
Randy Inger, everybody.
Oh.
We're on
Gun right
YouTube.
in.
He's been there.
That's Baldo.
World traveler. He's been this place.
Yes, I was there in May.
They're going to lead.
It looks
But,
comfortable out there too. Very comfortable.
well, the problem he's got is Fenn much quicker, but of course that's just cost him. It's like 3 seconds. With a
That middle
difficult load
concrete
on the
section
gun.
is really fun.
I bet. It looks fun.
And then that downhill would just shoot you out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and Finn goes through there so smooth. Unreal.
And that step down right there, that's harder than it looks.
Yeah, I bet.
It's like if you want to go down fast, but you can't because the car.
So that, the concrete section and that brick section is pretty much most of the same.
Yeah, there's that 180 and the other part, they just connected the track differently.
Now he's trying to make it all up again.
The uphill straightaway and that doubles the same.
And it's Baldo, you think?
The dragon back or the roller coaster they were calling it, that was the same. So this part right here,
Yeah, I like
going
that.
down, that's all still the same
I like that part.
as earlier.
Tebow's in 4th now. Boots in 5th.
And that double doesn't take
6th.
that double single they do. It doesn't take long to get used to it, and you're just nailing it every time.
Has Fenn closed it at all this lap?
They put a sealer down.
3.92
Yeah, they didn't have that on when I was there.
Yeah, it said something off the use on the airport or something.
When I was there, it was like in the 50s and 60s,
Yeah.
and it was raining a little bit. So we were just on green reflexes and stalkers for the most part.
Mayfield got third in his qualifier, so he's straight in. And he said they found a tire that worked, something they hadn't tried yet. He ran like a 50.4 lap. So he's right there. He's going to be right there, I think.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to try it when the track was like super dry and
That time around went
aggressive.
3.1.
Based on when I talked to Alberto Garcia, he was
We
like,
didn't quite get a
O2s
chance to
and
jump off
Y2s
the first
are
part of the track,
tires
the
of choice.
first part of the race, because they only had to go into a
I know
mixed-up cycle.
at the Buggyland track, the Boom Corral, those tires were money. I
Yeah.
tried Aquas, they just weren't as locked in as the O2s and Y2s on that surface.
Ben is chipping
Actually,
away at that.
O2s were so
lead
good,
that
I
Baldo
was
has.
reluctant
Let's
to
see
try
what
the
it is on
Y2, the
Bumper
hardest
Cross
tire,
now.
and then I put them on, and I was like, oh man, they're even better.
Dropped to 2.6 seconds.
He's
so
gonna-
Ben is on the
Like he's
move.
going to try to run him down 3 times.
We have 4 minutes and 32 seconds left.
Baldo
and he
is,
is
man.
flying.
Consistent.
Yeah,
Finn is a machine when he's angry.
I know,
Less
right?
than that.
Oh,
It's like Mayfield
no.
driving angry.
Yeah.
And Oscar makes a mistake, gets it up. with
And
2
he was
minutes in.
catching him at the end of that last qualifier. He was catching him at crazy speed, but he's pushing it so much he made a mistake. He had to try to catch Ronfault.
Yeah.
In total of the time, 2.6
He's
last
pushing now,
time.
too.
A little bit closer now. There's about 1.5 probably. Still got 4 minutes to go.
You can give anything to be able to drive like that.
That track was so fun.
I bet it is.
It's hard to tell. I guess you kind of tell from the video, but it's big.
1.6. So second
Especially if
class
you get up on the driver's stand, like the roof right there.
Right.
It feels like you're an extra
That's
story
very,
above the
very
track
quick
compared
lap.
to normal tracks.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
said it's-
So much
they said
more
it's real
basic
high.
ground
Yeah.
speed than
especially on the left-hand side because it's a
Oscar.
downhill
Right.
or
Yeah.
uphill straightaway, I should say.
probably enough to get into the main
Because from
final.
the
if I'm
far
very
left
honest,
hand of
but
the
he's
track
just
to
gotta
the
get
far
past
right hand of the
Natty
track, there's like a
Franklin
30
past
foot
Right.
elevation change.
Stinson's eyes will be on
Yeah,
stalks
you can
to
really
make
see it
sure
when they got the
what
camera
they're
down
supposed
there
to
on
do.
Yeah, when they go on the track, yeah,
You can't even see the track up there.
because they're up in the media booth, they're even higher than the
Yeah,
drivers, so your
putting
perspective
themselves in
is a little bit.
You got number 13. And that will be bad news for all those competitors in there because Fend is fast and he can do well.
He's on it now.
If there's anybody that can
3
come from
minutes to go.
behind and win this all, it will be the Phenom.
I don't think Baldo. I haven't seen him make a mistake yet. Oof, close right there.
You can see it when they hit that. Sometimes they go a little too long, and it's like our car almost comes to a stop.
Four laps. Bad
Here
news
it
for
is.
Osvaldo, but his lead now is 20
They're screaming.
centimeters.
Waiting for the door to open.
And,
Push it
yes,
all the way. There you go.
Straight up the inside. Really is there.
Oh, then he crashed.
Oh, yeah.
He got shook.
Again, then,
The pass was so bad, he got shook.
of the hay bale corner, landed just a little nudge out you get.
Just to push him a little bit wider than normal.
Now
Yeah.
we're keep 4 wheels down. The remaining 2 minutes and
Now you just
24
on
seconds,
cruise control now.
and everything will be super.
I'd like to see some lap times. I know he's the only one that turned to 49
You see high pressure.
Oh, really?
during the week.
Did
Yeah.
he turn 49?
Yeah.
It's certainly high pressure that you put yourself in, isn't it? Really?
Yes, the veteran has been racing since he was 7, 8 years old.
Yeah, that was fast right
A
there.
stalwart at TLR. I think his entire career has been at TLR.
Yeah, I was just talking with Will's on here.
Stay that way. There are rumors.
What if he had a
There are
different car?
rumors.
What if he-
Really?
I
There are
just say he'd be
rumors.
unstoppable. Like,
Don't forget,
the car,
everything's up.
It's fast, and he chose
it.
it.
A
but
world cycle.
those mistakes, I come from an edgy car.
My
Yeah.
season spidey senses and tingling when it comes to the Dakota Fend. I'm pretty sure he'll still be at
Most of the
TLR.
I
TLR
don't
drivers
know.
tell me that they can't drive his
If
cars
someone comes
Oh, I
with enough
bet.
money,
because they're like,
people like the money.
That's what Will was talking about, trying to get his set up. He said he got Finn's set up. I was like, I'm pretty sure he can't drive. He don't want to drive that.
I know, like on his two-wheeler, I was in Colorado talking with those guys, and they were like, there's so
Don't
much
get me
steering.
excited.
It's like you're
Oh, try
constantly
not to.
counter
Anyway,
steering to try
so
to
it
keep
looks
the
like
car.
Fred
It's like,
is going
I
to
can't
drive
drive
his
this
way
thing.
into the main A
1
final. He
minute.
does have his last couple laps to go. Up and over the double, drops down
Let's
to the hot race hairpin.
Sure, Barry Baker's
I was telling him earlier, I
screaming
got
at
5
his
watch
screen right
hours
now.
left
Shout
on
out
my
to the
time.
family. This one I know he's watching this somewhere, some way, somehow.
Some way, somehow. Yes,
Should be
Fendi did a
tomorrow.
great job
Hopefully I
here.
can
He's
beat him
made
tomorrow.
up for, well, he hasn't made up for it. He's atoned for some of the problems in his qualifier. But
Yeah, he's
obviously, there's another issue about all of this, and that is that he has
the
to
crew's helping, sure. Too,
Oh, yeah.
so.
start for the back of the final, back of the grid for the final.
See, Cavalieri bumped through what, 3 races?
25 seconds left to
Yeah,
go.
but the other one,
Keep it on all
guy in
fours.
6, Daniel Parente.
Yeah,
He's like the local fast guy. I talked to them.
that's pretty
A couple
crazy.
of streaks
He's,
are ending
he's
here.
young too.
Robert Battier
Yeah, that's why I'm interviewing
not
him.
make his
That's true.
this one
That
ends.
is,
And Battier's streak of
Yeah, I got
making
the privilege of getting beat down by him by
finals. Cavalieri as well. But
I
grand
was there.
effort by Cavalieri to bump up and make it to this far. But such ends an era that is Robert Battier.
Yeah,
Sanchez,
Battier's been in the
as well
final,
as-
well, it's not just end the era.
Countless
It
number
just,
of
it
years.
just
No,
happens
it's
to
in
be
a
it.
row.
Oh, yeah.
End the streak, not an era. An era can kind of implies that's it. He's gone.
Oh, he's broke.
Which is a little bit.
Yeah, he flamed out in the qualifier. He was up there, and
So
Flamed
this
out.
one comes to the ground.
I wonder if he's having engine trouble.
Fenn comes over the line. There he goes. Big cheers,
Cheers.
from
Yeah.
the crowd,
Awesome.
and standing right behind him. As he
The
takes
TQ
his
is
car
not
in,
guaranteed, you know.
Yeah.
That's what they keep
is
saying.
Matt McCullough,
Yeah,
and I want to be going to grab a word with him before he comes off the pits.
I know he wasn't TQ,
Okay,
but he
Matt.
was second overall.
yeah.
Because you've always had the pace, you've always had an amazing drive, but you must have just been robbed at the beginning of that first semi. You've worked so hard.
Yeah, it definitely frustrating in the semi. Just kind of cased that double a little bit when the wind was coming up. It kind of pitched me a little sideways. I was already kind of turned for the corner and just flipped over. I definitely think I picked the wrong tire, so went back to what Mayfield ran in the semi, and car was
Yeah,
a lot
that's what I
better.
figured, yeah.
Probably have to make some
They-
changes.
they
to
won't
the
say
tires,
what
had a
it
lot
is.
more grip that time. But
We went
yeah,
to
we'll do what we
something
can
else.
from the semi.
I guess you've shown nothing's going to
I was
face you.
texting
You
some
just
of my
got to keep
Spanish
going.
buddies where I was
So you
over
got
there.
to keep on
Yeah.
going. It's a long
One of the
race.
guys is in the
Still up.
45 plus final.
Yeah.
You got another guy, Jay Constance, but he's not
Very
there because
fair
of work.
there.
Oh, Adrian Bertin won that.
Qualified
Him and
for
Dave
the
Navarro,
A1
or,
final.
no,
We'll see him being presented to
Danny, what's his last name? I can't remember his last name. Vega, Danny Vega.
Yes, Danny Vega, that's who I was texting.
Yeah, they battled it out to the end. Or Bertin got him with a mistake or something there at the end.
I'll think Danny got second.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Danny Vega is the one. He's the one who let me borrow his nitro car. When I
Oh,
was there.
okay. Yeah.
His practice car.
And then the Ghani was, I think he was third. He was way back though. They took off and left.
There you go, arrogant Max. I told you Fenn would be in the final.
Yeah, it was funny because I had my B4 when I was in Spain before they did. And when I was at the track practicing with it, I was like, "You want to try it?" Dave's like,
Yeah.
So next up, we've got
Sure.
the final, just so we know.
"All right." Brought the nitro car today to do some testing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't even bring any fuel with me. Today I'm gonna play with E-Buggy a little bit.
I think Jared's got his HP nitro car,
Yeah, he's been asking me a bunch of questions.
so I've been helping him and he's coming today.
Okay, cool.
All the names.
We were gonna go
So
race
we
a
have
Shark, and then
Adam
everybody
Brenton,
canceled, and I was
set
like,
up the European Formula
he said,
Car
"Oh, the Shark might
Championship
race." I'm like,
Craig
"Well,
Fuller in three.
you think there's gonna be enough nitro cars?" He goes, "No." I said, "There you go."
In,
Yeah, we gotta get everybody more fired up about nitro. Then.
Yeah. I haven't ran it for a long time, so I was like, I gotta go turn the nitro car on a little bit.
Yeah, those last two races were fun. 7 cars or whatever it was. I got there vacuuming this morning. There's a huge rat in between the pedal. It took about that long.
Dead?
Yeah, and it's swole. It's been there since probably Tuesday. It smelled. I had to shovel him up, and I had to. It dripped all the way. I think so. The
Oh
I've been
man!
hosing off everything. That's why the vacuum and all that's in the hoses out there.
Don't crash in the middle of the double.
Yeah, if you can help it. It's probably a little car will come out smelling. You've been texting me. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, RC Jers. Sorry, I was talking to Randy. Let's see what Lisa had to say.
Everyone's freaking out. Fenn's the first one to do a 49 out there. Did he? Yes.
So, yeah, Finn's runs 49s. So let's see, Finn's the only one that has shared setup sheet at the moment. So we'll have to go with that and just from that's fine. It's just gonna probably have too much steering, and but we can work on that. That's kind of what I did with my setup. I started with a Ron Falk setup that was too much steering, and one by one clicked off things that worked for me. So I gotta change these balls in here. So that's Lisa on there. Let me know if she's texting me. I should have ordered some What are these? What? Oh, right there where they go. Yeah, these you can't never have enough of these little balls if you're running HB. Especially the e-buggy. That other one's those cars, they last a while. A lot of people use the stiff brace that wouldn't do this. The carbon brace, I think it's not enough flex, so I'll sacrifice a little to get a little flex. I'll sacrifice changing these things every now and then. Yeah, if that one's broke, I got to put the flange side up. So it looks like now we got junior final. So they just take the youngest guys in their qualifying order and have them race. That's pretty cool. That'll be in between that and then the main final afterward.
So this is the junior final.
Hour long.
It's 25 past 3 local time. Officially, the main final is going to go off at 40 minutes. I think you're right. I think they might start the Volta roll at about 4 o'clock, and they'll probably actually start about 4 past. Obviously, there's the option of 10-minute timeout, which so far hasn't been called.
Yeah, I do need that back brace. I've never tried running without it, but it's got a lot of flex with it, so I'd hate to take it out and bend the chassis.
Warm up now for the youngsters.
See, they got a 20-minute final. He said they're going to race the main final in 40 minutes. So I guess they'll have a 20-minute break in between, something like that.
So 15 in this one as well. Parente, Chiara, Fuller.
Like Randy was saying, Parente's a local fast kid that he raced with when he was over there. Randy works for a helicopter manufacturer. They were over there training the military how to use these big helicopters. I think this does something to do with the software. It's pretty neat. He was over there for months. This thing just kind of gets wedged down in there, and it'll mess up this brace. The aluminum brace will work better.
I see when you see a whole bunch of guys looking at video after a race, you know there's going to be a kerfuffle. What was the kerfuffle about? No idea. It wasn't the guy trying to get the 45 plus upgrade to a world championship, was it? No, well, Jakey had his third on. I told him to send it to me, whatever he was looking at. Send it to you? Yeah. Send it from the replay.
What they're fussing about something, they said.
I believe is the youngest driver in this. He's 11 in March. Yes. You think the young was 11 a bit later.
Oh, the feed's behind. I'm missing interviews.
It's just the top 15.
It's okay. Yeah. May update it here in a minute. I got it on my phone. The smart view from my phone to the Fire Stick.
Oh, they only let 15 in for the 45 plus fight.
I don't want to miss it, so I'm going to leave it on there. And I'll update it.
Yeah, but, you know, there's got to be rules. You can't just say, right, we're going to egg one in. Arrogant Max in the chat. Arrogant Max, what did I tell you? I told you. Base picks of emotions like.
Oh, I hit something on here.
Yep, one here. On the grade, how are you going to get yourself third, then so fourth, then last?
I'm almost caught up now.
Well, Nick,
This is out.
Yeah, long week. Dust is being so that wind's up, rip the dust off. You did say it would be like this today. Yeah. Final to come. Sure we have driver introduction.
I was messing with the phone,
I'm sure people look at that stuff.
getting my text on there, and I think I touched it. It did something funny, and I guess it must have rewound it a little bit.
It's all about you, isn't it? You go now. Go now.
I'm going to do the interviews. I'll catch up after these interviews, so Let's see what they got to say.
It's doing quite well.
I don't want to miss out on any of the excitement.
Oh, yeah. That's not a bad thing.
In the atmosphere and the crowd of buzzing, it just gave some of the young juniors a standing ovation as they walked into the pits for such a great race.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just
Go to
back out of
Bucks.
here. Start
Let's
over.
support the youth. They are off.
Now I gotta watch a commercial.
Yes, we're in Spain. It's the World Championship. Hour and 10 minutes time, are you world champion?
Yeah, track build's coming up pretty soon.
No, it's impossible to know.
Do you feel this is a different race? It's fine. Do you feel different about this race? It's the world final.
That's
It's just like
nice.
qualifying.
For sure, it's different. It's a world champion final. It's in Spain, super hot, big time. For sure, it's different on the final.
You're in the same semi-final.
Nice,
as
it's
Zara,
so
and you
fast.
seemed a bit quicker than you, or were you not pushing all the time once you realised you were going to get the main? Were you pushing, or did you just ease back a bit in that semi?
Yeah, maybe I pushed too much at the beginning. I have a mistake there. But after 25 minutes, I feel good. So let's see what happens in 1 hour. Too long.
It's like those two cars, perhaps one of the local favourites. And now we come to the man who is the favourite. He's leaning on a post. But basically, David Ongaro, how much pressure is this? You are the reigning world champion. You are the red hot favourite. Do you feel the extra pressure of this race? Is this different from the others?
Yeah, for sure, a bit, yes, but not a lot. I mean, I try to drive like I know and try to stay on the line and try to do my best for sure.
So you put the car down in the semis, it was lightning quick. You changed it at all, or is it still the same in the semis?
Yeah, we changed two things and then we changed the compound of the tire. So for the 1 hour will be of course hot. But yeah, we have 5 minutes of warm up, so the car can like be a bit warming up. So yeah.
And of course, you've got to try and beat Juan Carlos in his own home country.
I mean, it's not easy. He's also fast, super fast, like you see in the semi. We were super close, but it's everything on driving, of course, on the pit stop, on the track, and we'll see.
He's saying you saw in the final. They didn't hardly ever show him. We didn't see none of that.
Presented the front, you ruin this whole thing by walking up and trying to get the drivers without walking in front of everyone else. You just walk down the list, really. Come on, Frank. They're all joining everyone
They're
else.
doing driving introductions. This must be a.
Chat with Dakota.
This might be their last practice.
That must be the confidence.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a long race. We're starting the back, trying to get a clean start, make some passes early on, so we can pile up and just have to cross the fingers and hopefully we can get through them. But yeah, ran different tires in the last chance, and car was a lot better. So the track is definitely a little bit different than what in qualifying. Had to make some tire change, but it's definitely going at good speed.
Does the fact we're starting 13 actually take the pressure off you?
I wouldn't say so. I know sometimes starting 13th though is better than starting in the middle. So we'll give it a let's go and let's see what we can do.
So there's the Dakota machine. I mean, how much have you changed it for? Because you were just out a few minutes ago. Is it just literally just cleaned it up, stuck set tires on it, and let's go?
We were able to do a little bit, so we freshened up the center diff. That's definitely the
Good
hardest
tire.
part. The car didn't have time to do the front and rear though. We had done that early this morning, and then went to
It's either a detox or a rehab.
and just made sure everything was good to go and nothing was falling apart or bent.
Great, best of luck. Moving one down. Ricky Burton with the interview. Ricardo, well, congratulations on making the final, or did you always think you were going to make the final?
No, yeah, I'm happy. I think the semi-final was really close, and I made some mistakes that cost me a lot of time, but yeah, here we are. So yeah, I'm happy.
Starting towards the back, is that better in some ways? It takes the pressure off.
Yeah, maybe it happens like in the semi. So
Beautiful paint job on that car.
Because 1 hour is so long, so I think everyone will go just for a few minutes in their position, and then we will see what to do.
It's 1 hour, but it's also 1 hour in this heat, so it's sort of extra long, isn't it?
Yeah. Last time we did the warm up was not too bad. I think that will be not a big problem maybe for the engines, but I think that it will be not a big problem.
Right, sir. Thank you, Ricardo Burton. Now, the Viking. Well, that was a rubbish semi-final.
Yeah, I probably had the worst start.
Oh, Ricardo Burton. I thought it was
Didn't really make any mistakes
somebody
myself,
else.
but a lot of people
An idiot.
and I get my car, stuck into their cars, and I was the one to get the worst out of it. So yeah, definitely frustrating there. The car felt good. I had a good speed, so unfortunate start. Cost me some better starting position here on the grid for the main, but was able to keep my head down. And then the start was so bad, I had to get into the top 5 on my semi, which I was able to do. So really happy about that. We have a good pit strategy. Hopefully everything goes smooth in this one.
It's difficult, isn't it, where you're starting? I mean, you've got one arm behind your back, really.
Yeah, I mean it is difficult, but like if something like
I missed something.
Semi-final is going to happen now, I'd rather be
'Cause
starting like
this is the final fixing to start. I missed.
now. I might have some more time.
Somehow I had it behind, like RC George said.
But it's a long race.
RC George, I don't know what I did. I had it way behind.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I totally missed the junior final. So
It's now, I mean,
Oh, well.
Do you feel the longer final places you and your car?
Oh, for sure.
Old man
I
stuff.
Always, for some reason, I always like finals better. I think it's always more. I get a better heartbeat, like racing the other people as well. So yeah, definitely looking forward to go out there now in the 1 hour main.
Great stuff, thank you, David. I think actually that might be. Is that what would you like? We missed anybody out. We've got the clue. No, we've spoken to everybody. Let's go. Okay. All right, we try and chat with the mechanics. Come on, let's have a word with the guys who can either make or break the race from their fumbling fingers. Will they be able to do what they want to do? Let's move around here. So just have a bit of a shifting at the. Let Canas get out. They're getting his way. Local.
yeah, they're doing all the introductions now.
Let's grab a quick word with the man who is the over 45 champion, Adrian. So, you and Danny Vega really appeared to be trying both to lose it at the end.
Yes, it was pretty tricky. I guess we are both under pressure. We wanted to get it. And yes, in the last lap, I caught a bit of wind on the jump, and also as well, he had a bit late crash. So it was a good win for me because I guess it's the first time I beat Danny on a buggy race. So I had to wait 45 years to make it happen.
So are you going to put down over 45 world champion on your CV?
Maybe it will be on the third on the list. But it's funny. It's good.
You've got a major role to play. There's a lot of pit stops here now. Along, you're also looking at the engine. It's a difficult start. What can you guys do to get David to the pack?
Ron Fox mechanic.
I think we have a chance to have a good strategy. We don't know how much aggressive it will be. I guess we're going to wait to the first 8 minutes and check what's going on. How we get the pace or not, and then we will check what would be the final strategy. But at least we have option for us.
They're pretty solid on fuel. You know how much you're going to use. Temperature's been quite solid, so you're not having to worry about this. Because obviously, I think I'm remembering one of the RCGPs. He went a lap too long. I know you weren't there, but he went a lap too long.
No, the difficulty is how the time on lap time changes. It can use a little bit more of engine and power, and the lap time drops. Then it becomes more tricky. But engine has been stable all the way through the semi-final, even if you don't want it to make that strategy to be safe. But at the end, the race pushed us to make it, and it was good and easy for us. So at the end, we can go at least for it for the main for that.
There you go. They're about to get the photographs. There's always photographs first. I'll let you go. Let's have a. Good luck, Mr. Andaro. Great. And the engineers all looking now. You've got the group photographs. Look, they get the whole thing. Look, see the thing. It's a good clean fight. No gouging, no scraping, no biting. He said you can tell. As the engine's just begin to start up. We'll
Finals about to start. Hope y'all got tuned in.
Underneath there, the drivers are busy preparing their cars. The mechanics busy working with it. And with that, it's back to Lefty up there.
And welcome back. We had our driver intros. The weather is hot here at the RC Redovon track. The crowds are excited. I think Juan Carlos Canas, rightfully so, got the biggest cheers because this is his home country. Are you guys ready for 60 minutes of pure nitro glory? That is the 2002
I'm ready.
Nitro Buggy World Championships here at RC Redovon. We will crown a champion. Will David Algaro become the first repeat champion and longest reigning champion? Will we see another American step up and win his championship. Make that 4 for America, 3. Sorry.
Mayfield and Finn.
4. Will we see
That's who we're pulling for.
one of them make a charge from the back and make it 2 world championships? Lots can happen in 1 hour. Let's see what happens.
Got a
It's
loose
going to be interesting, folks.
screw
I want
here.
to say thank you to X-Ray, JConcepts.net, Hot Race Tires, Parts RC, VisualSpeed.net, and Clinic RC for their support. Because without them, we wouldn't be here.
There's the silence. Let's see. Last 4 years for the RC.
I guess they're going to start their warm-ups first. I'll put this down and watch.
Okay. Well, it's taken a long time, but we're finally here. People left Australia in November 2018, thinking they'd be going to Brazil in a couple of years' time. Well, instead, we all stayed home for 2 years and tried to sneeze on each other.
It's just a big race coming up right now.
Now, we are back with the IFMAR World Championships. It's the final. It's a chance to crown a new champion after 4 years. You're one of the 12 men who are about to, 13 men who are about to start. Who it will be, no one knows. But certainly fair to say we've waited a long time for this. And I think no one's waited longer than the man who's built an entire podcast empire in the last 2 or 3 years. There was no No Name RC podcast in 2018. Lefty was just living under a shack somewhere in the Monaco Road. But now he's the king of RC podcast. Lefty, on a scale of 1 to 1 million, how excited are you?
I'm more nervous than everything. But yeah, excited. And the ambience is great here. It's really good. Everybody's smiling. Everybody's ready. We've been waiting on this for what? 2 years and 6 days? 4 years and 6 days. So here we are. I hope you guys have enjoyed everything. Remember to show the sponsors some love, because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have this coverage. And thank you to all the people in the chat that have been tuning in, showing the NNRC love as well as RC Racing TV. It's been a long week.
I'll try to get this
It's going to be a long hour.
front end on here before it starts.
That certainly is true. So there's a 5-minute warm-up, a bit of a longer warm-up.
5-minute warm-up.
Because they're a bit more excited, right? So a 5-minute warm-up. They're going to get the race off at about 25 past. It's only 20 minutes late. And it's pretty impressive, really. You know, to be really honest, I always gamble about half an hour to 45
Might pull it
minutes.
up on the screen.
Yeah, the crowd is going on. We got 4,900, almost 5,000 viewers. Share it. That's yes, as many people have watching this. This is the creme de la creme of our industry, of our sport. You're seeing the best 8-scale drivers in the world. Some of them are multiple class champions. But we haven't seen this level of racing in 4 years' time. And it's
So let's see.
a beautiful RC Reservoir track. This track
I don't know if it's cool to share it on there, to be honest with you.
all their families for all their hard work, the money they spent to make this awesome facility. Shout out to the companies that made this happen: X-Ray, J Concepts, Hot Race Tires, Parts RC Models, and VisualSpeed.net, and Clinic RC. Bringing you this broadcast. The crowd is quiet right now. It's like a silence has come over the air as everybody goes to the rest of the race. Hit the track. Go some guys, make some tire changes, or they do something in their warm-up. We shall see.
So let's.
I didn't get to any of your interviews, Nick.
They're all brilliant.
That's what they said.
Literally, they were the greatest interviews in this day. It's the same. It's nerves. It's some of it is like more confidence. Some of it is down still for the semi-final. Some have had a very, very good
Stop this.
qualifying. I think that's quite. Some have had a very, very good last chance. Full of
Yes, I'm quite quick. I could get through this.
Who was the most
Now.
confident?
Well, I think Ongaro, really.
There we go.
Ongaro's just trying not to think how confident he really is. But many things can go wrong, and that's the joy of motor racing. Just when you think it's all going to happen, it all stops happening. So cars on the track for their 5-minute warm-up.
So there we go. This is RCTV coverage, not mine.
I think get a lot of logos. I think this is
We're just watching
everybody
along,
who's
see what
associated
happens.
with the circuit and the entries. It's
I'm in.
probably about 500 people all in.
How long
180
till it
entries. Most
It's
are
start. It's fixing to
friends,
start. They got
all
5
the guys
minutes
who've
warm
had to
up.
work so hard at
You put it on
Rotterdam
in
to
there,
put this
don't
on.
I was gonna ask you if you can.
Yeah.
Just what is it like?
Just
What source?
But just back out of it and here I'll come in there. You can just back out of it and go to
So 4 minutes till they're called in. There is your grid. Davide Ongaro from Italy. Juan Carlos Canas from Spain. Ty Tessman from Canada. Ryan Mayfield from the United States of America. Birken and Bert Kilic, the Kilic brothers from Germany. Cole Ogden from the US of A. Marco Barufalo from Italy. Bruno Coelho from Portugal. Johnny Skidmore from Great Britain. Dave Runnefelt from Sweden. Ricardo Burton from Italy. And Dakota Fenn from the US of A. He hasn't actually checked in yet, Dakota Fenn, I don't think. According to time, he's not checked in yet. So it might be, he has now. So was he just a late starter on this warm-up? Lefty, as always, checking his phone.
They're making fun of me. They said one guy
Do you
says,
know what I'm going to do?
"Take my phone away
It's the
from me."
main final for the World Championship.
No,
We're having
my
no
phone.
phone.
I've been put under punishment.
You're in timeout. Actually, so you want it back?
No, that's all right. It's just a distraction. I want to focus on this. But thank you to everybody who follows and helped me get her. I greatly appreciate you guys' support. Should be an epic recap next week.
Woody Montero says he's more excited than F1 race. I'm not surprised because we all know that Max Verstappen's going to win the F1 races now, and this one is we don't know who's going to win.
And it is only Saturday, though. It feels like Sunday.
It does feel like Sunday.
I think the...
Luckily, it's not. We'd have missed our flight if it was.
Yes. So, I'm looking forward to the end of this so I can have a frosty beverage.
We've got to pack up. That's even harder. We have to do origami packing up. We have to put a certain amount of things in each bag so it weighs exactly the right amount. The louder the better. Paul Geisler, Dakota got some miles on that car. Not sure about it going forward. Let's go, Ogden.
Seems like this, as soon as this race starts, the wind picks up, and that's going to be a factor too out in those big jumps out there on the very far side of the track, over by the bleachers. So it caused some issues for some of these drivers. It does gust there.
So far, that's nice. Mike Emery, I just hope everyone has fun. That's obviously what it's all about. It's all about the fun, isn't it? So, hour-long final. Johnny Skidmore, Nick, what are the chances of Johnny Skidmore winning it? He has a chance, but if we're really, really, really realistic, it's going to be a long shot, but the long shots come in sometime. You get 60-61 winners at the Derby.
Good to see. Glad to see drivers like Cole Ogden make his first Worlds. The Kilic brothers, I'm still waiting for our statisticians in the chat to find out if this is
it's just whether Jerome and Yannick made it in the same year,
yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
what I was thinking. But very happy for the young 16-year-old
We can't
Burkhan.
look at that. We haven't got the information to hand.
Burkhan and his older brother.
So the good news, it looks like everyone's okay. So we aren't going to get a 10-minute timeout call, which is always frustrating.
Yes. Oh, wow. My first
Tell you what, if I was Dakota Fenn, I'd call a 10-minute timeout.
to psych everybody
Yeah.
out.
Just for gamesmanship, because you're going to start 13th still.
Well,
Let's start using those mental games.
so true story. Greg Degani told me when he won his 2002 World Champion, he started about a year before that with Yuchi Kanai, saying he has a year left as champion. Right up until the hour when they went up on the driver's stand and he shouted out to him, "You have 1 hour left as champion."
So let the mind games begin.
Frank, record. Out they come for the World Championship Final 2022. The 1/8 Nitro Off-Road Buggy, as if I would call it. We call it the Nitro Buggy Worlds. Redovan will be the place where we will crown a new world champion. Thank you so much to X-Ray, to J Concepts, to Hot Race Tyres, to Hearts RC Models, IndividualSpeed.net and Clinic RC, who've made this whole thing possible for us to be here. We hope we have a classic final. We hope you all enjoy it. My name's Nick Dolan. I have Lefty the Great, Keenan White with me, and I have Matt, Ricardo and Frank doing the important
All right,
things.
come start. Miss it.
As well for RC Racing TV in our 16th year of operation. Cars are down.
All right, here we go.
And they're away. The 22 World Championship Final is go, and immediately one car's going to have a little sniff up the inside of Ongaro.
That's
Gone out in
fast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 order. So Testman's still in third. Fourth is Ryan Mayfield. Anyone's got KD. So I think Ronifat might gain A place.
It's going to be awesome.
A little bit of tiny gap appearing at the front. But I don't think Canas is going to let Ongaro get away. He's going to run the punch mark corner for the first time. So suddenly there's a gap in the middle of the field. Matt has seen Ronifat move into about 7th. So it's a good opening lap so far for Ronifat. He tries to work himself up. Can't quite see where. Oh, and Elton's had an accident and dropped back.
Don't let Ongaro get away. All that rubber on the track. It's unreal.
There's more oohing and ahhing, which obviously puts us off immensely.
Come on, Mayfield.
So, Ongaro leads. Let's be the winner. Let's be the leader.
Watch for Finn. He's going to come through the field.
Canas. Third is Testman. Fourth.
There's Mayfield. He's there. Awesome.
Mayfield. And then we've got one that is the 6th Kilic, which is Burak Kilic then. Ronifat scored around in 8th at the end of the first lap. Unfortunately, to go to the fence, but also do because he's last and quite heavily last at the moment.
I don't know.
So our leader sweeps around over that
I need
single.
to take it off of this. Put it back on the TV.
Drop down steps for the second time. Canas not quite able to hold on to at the moment.
I'm not sure if that's kosher, you know.
So let's more focus on Canas in second. Red and blue going over the big single now and turning up the main straight because he's got a no man's land. Teston, I think, also trying to play himself in. I don't think anyone is that disappointed with the open.
No, I won't.
They would prefer to be a little bit closer to Ongaro. Canas there lost a few tenths by going a bit wide down that very steep hill into the Hay Bales corner.
Gosh, I can't even get it going now.
Ongaro easing away.
Jeez.
And it's quite close at the moment between Canas and Testman, with Ryan Mayfield also trying to keep up there. Then there's 3 cars together, which the Kilic brothers
Turn on. I haven't had.
Ronifat.
Let me remove this.
It looks like Ronifat's got past. Oh, no, yes, okay, they've got the 9.8. Ronifat's moving forward at the moment. However,
it feels good to be out of the box. Missions are super important to me.
I can't get it off of this.
Be a good friend.
he's having a little bit of conversation with Testman about who wants to be second.
There we go.
Let's
So
move up to second and third.
let's get back to watching this.
Testman and Canas there.
Mayfield dropped back behind Testman and Mayfield battling it out. So
Testman has podium every world since 2012.
Well, he's in second at the moment, so that's okay.
He'd be looking to add a second world to his list.
oh, Ogden's falling back.
2.5 seconds between Canas and Ongaro, and you can see the gap. Of course, he gets 6 seconds.
So we got
Testman's
Canas,
just got a
Testman,
little bit
Mayfield.
further ahead of Canas. So Testman in second, Canas in third. Behind them is Mayfield, who's not being dropped. Then you've got Burak Kilic, who's under pretty heavy pressure from Ronifat, who I'm sure wants to clear him. I think he feels he's quicker.
Like Ungaro's pulling away. He's already 2.272 seconds.
And second, third, and fourth getting right together. So it's Canada from Spain, from the US of A, but out at the top it's Italy. As Sanchetti thought he was going to do some marshalling, but wasn't
Like
able to.
Mayfield's
The marshalling
hanging with them.
Let's
Let's see.
An
an hour long, so we'll see how it goes.
Ben has made a couple of places up. He's no longer last. He's in 11th. Lead that time round 2.7 seconds for Ongaro.
Ben's got a long way to go. It's fast, but come on.
Testament though, driving hard in second. And the thing about these finals is they're having a flow to it. Just because you go out fast doesn't mean you stay out fast. So this second, third, and fourth pack running up the hill. Use that double, and we've got fuel stops and everything else. Keep taking the temp. But at the moment,
Don't let Ongaro get away. He's creeping
about
away, looks
4
like.
tenths lap on this pack. The 3 car, Mauve and White, a Testament, and it's the red and blue of Canas, and then the red, white, and blue, most more blue, of course, of
Those three are
The
pretty
clips
evenly
are
paced,
running
looks like.
together. Mistake made by Roger now. The clips are running together in 5 and 6. You stay on second, third, and fourth. Problem at the back for Cole Ogden, drops the last. Ben's sort of coming back again. He's coming back again.
Barufalo falling back the last now.
Himself into, I think he's actually now about 9th now. So,
Oh, rough landing from Mayfield. He fell back on that one.
Second that time round, 50.033. Ongaro laying it down in front. These three, 51.2.
Ben's up 3 spots now.
Has just lit the
Up to 10.
afterburners. He's gone.
He's going to be there at the end, I guarantee you.
Staggering advantage for just being 6 minutes, almost only 6 minutes into the race, and they have absolutely no response for him at the moment. It's an hour final. At the moment, Ongaro is winning. The Testament, you know,
Yeah,
this probably isn't helping the ultimate place. The Testament,
Ongaro's a machine.
Kind of like cat and mouse game, but they don't want to give up position, either of them. They come round together, not quite touching.
What?
They're slightly
Has the
dropping
Testament
behind
battling
Mayfield.
it out.
Don't ever get too worried about them, mate. In fact, in many ways, the watching brief might be the best
Well,
way.
Ongaro
But
take
Ongaro's
off.
got the field. So Ongaro is on a shorter fuel run than
Oh,
the
somebody
others,
right
which is why
on
he needs to be so
Mayfield.
fast.
Oh, here's
Ongaro
pit
now
stop
in
already.
front, 1, 2, and 3 for at least a lap. That's Ongaro
6 minutes.
running in 3rd place.
Hitting it 6 minutes.
That was wonderful. And hunting down the number 11.
Then up to about 9th, but it's off that big lead that Ongaro had. Is now running in 3rd. So Testament leads the worlds.
Oh, Ongaro pitted at 6 minutes. I guess
The point about this is
that's
now
almost like showing
that
off.
can't show this speed because he's also in the same traffic the others have been. So he's having a real good look at the back of Canas here.
Everybody else is watching theirs.
Just went past Canas. That would be a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, I can pull it up on the screen again.
As you already know, Ongaro's running very short. Ongaro's going to be fast, but fueling a lot with his OS engine. But these now going 2 laps longer. So it looks like Ongaro has decided to throw for speed rather than economy. The Testament leads again down the roller coaster. Ongaro, again, 2 laps can't go faster than anybody. He's behind them. So he's not gaining from his extra pace. Maybe not doing his tough. It's the bright colour car in the middle of those 3. It's the bright colour car in the middle of those 3. Those 4. Desmond Canas, Ongaro, and Mayfield.
I'm going to just keep it on the TV. Coming off my phone.
As you see, Testament goes to start finish line, and then we have the match right behind him, but Ongaro's right there. Mayfield not letting them
Ongaro.
get away. That's important. And we have Fed in 5th and Runathon behind.
Ongaro's in 3rd after a pit stop. He's going to pass him.
Everyone's taking fuel. Everyone's taking fuel.
Oh, everyone's fueled up.
Testament, Mayfield all come out.
Let's drop back to these guys coming out the fuel stops there. There.
And that breaks up the lead for Ongaro.
Everyone coming into fuel.
That's Ogden.
Ongaro has to go. He's going to be short on fuel, so he's going to have to make an extra stop. You'll see. This is what happened at the Euros with Canas. Mayfield just has to hang on to that tail end and be ready to pounce when any mistakes happen.
Testament, Canas, still right together. They are pushing too.
People ready to Canas, but if that happening, we see Ongaro just pulling out to a 6.2 second lead over Canas. Over Testament, sorry.
Fuel stop.
You know, Randy's here. He's out here to practice some nitro stuff.
Burak Philip and the other Philip brother, Berkham, and looks like Runathon got past
Well, there's a fuel stoppery at the moment.
Monocoque's
They're kind of
at 8.
going out the fuel.
Finn is 7. I think they just swapped up, he said, though.
It can happen. So they plunge down here again. We're at the Conchmar corner. This is now Testament and Canals. In fact, yeah, Mayfield's dropped off these two there since those fuel stops. And we now have second and third. You say it's a 6.4 second lead. That was time round. Oh, Goro's gone sub 50, 49.982.
Wow.
The Testament is 50.2, so they've all found a bit of pace. Obviously, Goro's found a bit more.
Garo's.
Now, what he obviously is trying to do at the point where when he stops the fuel, he's still ahead of these guys, so he doesn't have that situation where two of them are not going as fast as he could go. He's going for a fast but thirsty run as his concept. Must have worked out this is the fast way down, but second and third is still an epic battle between Ty Testament and one Carson. That's just temporarily. They've dropped Ryan Mayfield. Behind him is Burak Kilic, then Birkenhead. Ronafag is in 7th.
Kilic brothers are right together.
9th. And then you've got 30, 22 more. Hold on to the Marco Ruffalo trying to bring up the rear. Up and over they go. Running up the phone. Garo putting another 3/10 of a second there, 0.5. But the battle absolutely on the track is in second place between one Carlos Canas in the red and blue number 2 and in the purple and white.
Oh, I might put the wrong screw in there.
Testament. We've not seen any of these guys who might come to the attack so far. Nice to get the out of it, but there's a big field spread. Second friend is something like 24 seconds off the lead now, so he's going to have to see if miracles get through.
This is all good news for Ongaro, who's pulling up to
what is the news on Ongaro, actually, is that actually Testament and Canals are not going as fast as they can go because they're slowing each other up.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying they can go as fast as Ongaro, but the point about this really is that he is trying to get ahead. So when he does stop again next time, you won't come out behind them, so you can carry on going as fast as you can go and having made the fuel stop. Bit of a battle further down the field here between Kilic, Burak, and Ronafal. And there is a big cheer as one Carlos Canas finally hops over Testament into second place. Now, Canas immediately has put a bit of a gap in, but that could be a bit of a false impression as he came rolling down that hill into the Conchmar corner. But so second and third changes, cheer. Didn't need to show you a replay, but you can hear the cheer all the way back to the United States of America, leading by 7.2 seconds. Did it go up? It is. There's 8.1 after overtake. 8.1 seconds is the lead. But Dave Ronafak's had another stop. So Ronafak's done what he needs to do. He's gone in for a stop. He's come out. He's still in the lead. So it's all going well for Ronafak. Sorry, Ongaro. Wrong David. Ongaro is coming to another stop and has come out in the lead. So he has already unwound the stagger of his more thirsty concept in just 13 minutes. Mayfield begins to get a little bit closer to Testament in 4th. There's a chance to show them all in one frame just about for now. You'll see any second now, you'll see Ongaro. There he is, just flashing through. But the battle for second and third is the tighter one, though it's into the Canas now, is possibly able to pull away from Testament. And Mayfield running in 4th place. So, probably 4 laps after Ongaro goes in, we'll see these two run in, and we know they should go in the same lap. So, we'll see what happens in the pit lane on that one. Cars drop down again. Definitely, Canas has managed to put a little bit of air now between himself and Testament. Behind them, Ronafak now scoring 5th. I'm not sure where that's down to fuel. Go absolutely makes a mistake, which has cost him a bounce when he was 1.5 ahead. Now he's about 0.5. So a second of mistake for Ronafak. But is this the lap the boys come in? No, they've got one more to go, I think.
Like Canas.
Yep, they've got one more to go.
Running him down.
So first mistake, in fairness to Testament and Canals, I've not seen them make a mistake at all, Lefty. So everyone's driving very well. The biggest mistake we've seen was 1 second from Ongaro. He is human after all. That's always nice to know. One of that seems to have absolutely claimed 5th place for his own now. So I don't think anything to do with fuel strategy.
I got on Mark Anthony, got something in there, and
Yeah, and fairness to Fenn's coming as well. So both Fenn and Rosberg
Let's see,
will be
Fenn is in
scored the
8th.
top 6 within the first 20 minutes. We are not even a quarter way through this one. And Ongaro leads, Knapp second, Tessman third, Mayfield fourth. Kind of thinking this may be fuel stop time for these two. I'm hoping the numbers are on that, but they are going long. Now this is interesting. I wonder how many extra fuel stops that Ongaro is going to have to make, because they're not having 5 laps since he went in. And 5 laps is such a long track, it's about 4 and a bit minutes. So it's a very different strategy being run by the Ongaro team and all the other people. It's a completely different set. It's go as fast as possible, literally chucking as much fuel in the engine as you can find. And then see what happens next. Now, of course, the other thing to remember is that these cars are all lovely and fresh, so even though 15 minutes in, all the drivers we say they'll be running on ball tyres within 35 minutes or so. They're virtually ball coming out the semis, so they're going to have 20 minutes on ball tyres. How is your car going to handle with a lot less grip? How is it going to put the power down?
maybe some guys will put some their tires.
And then they go to the pits now. So finally, we have the Canal stop. There you can see it there. Power in, fuel in.
There's pit
Gordon
stop.
Tesla picks the car up. This is Tesla. I don't know her name, actually.
Mayfield.
What's Tesla's mother's name? None of us know. Mrs. Testament does the fueling, and they come out, all 3 of them, exactly where they were, but now, of course, significantly further behind Ongaro, because he has unwound this fuel stagger. Runabout, because he didn't stop for fuel yet, he's obviously once again with his caustic engine running long, he's getting closer, but that's not a real closer. However, did stop, he didn't go anywhere, did he? I should remember you already watching, but don't get it wrong, tell me. He's looking a lot, he's really catching up at the moment. Dakota Fenn's in a 49.7, by the way.
Wow.
49.7. Woo!
Now, he's flying towards the end of the last chance. We are 17 minutes in, the last chance is 15 minutes. So Fenn's flying. You know, you kind of think that Fenn or Runabout could make second. I just can't see them at the moment making first because of the way that Ongaro is going off. But, you know, as we said, it's an incredibly long race.
And also, we have Mayfield and Tesla behind each other right now. We know the last time these guys met what fireworks we had.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Here's the $5,000 on the line. It's far more important than that. It's Desmond, Canas, the gap to Ongaro. Last time round was 8 seconds between Ongaro. He's just completed another lap. I think it may have even gone up a little bit from there. Ongaro's last lap was a 50.9. Canas goes round in 51.4. Yeah, 50.9 actually for Tessman. So Tessman now on this particular run looks a tad faster than Canas. And here comes Mayfield. Mayfield is I just can't help thinking Mayfield is going to start making a real use of himself.
And behind
Reinfeldt, 50.4. So he's catching up. What's Finn done this time round? 52. Did a minor wobble. He's had some traffic. 1 to 2. Clear out this lap though.
See there, 49.7. Finn.
Walking out
Huh?
Panther 49.7.
The second,
Did
third, and fourth come over again. Oh, mistake there.
I was running my car, then I found out I was like, I'm more interested in this.
Yeah.
It's good news for Canas. Let's move forward to the blue car of Mayfield.
Yeah, I saw the start. Ongaro started to pull a gap.
Yeah.
I guess he crashed.
He went in pit, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. But he's back full away now.
Yeah, then Tessman went out in the lead for a while.
Yeah, Canas passed him.
He was his judgment, he's going too far. So,
to be honest, Canas is not too far behind Ongaro now. Ongaro must have come in.
I think Ongaro stopped again. He was 8 seconds in. And
Yeah,
now
nobody's watching on it
he's, have
now.
a look. Yep, he's got another stop for Ongaro. Another mistake further down. I think one of our leaders, it wasn't, he was a bit further down the pack.
Well, there's a spot in the middle of your TV. See that?
And look, now,
There's like a little
looks
like
to me
shady
like
spot.
Mayfield's kind of thinking, all right, fair enough,
I
now.
can see the glare.
Let's
Well,
release
anyways,
himself.
when they went through
Mayfield,
the rumble strips
blue and yellow now.
and they started driving away, that little smudge on the screen, I thought that was a wheel.
Oh.
Came off and that's his car. For a second there, I was like, his wheels just off? Like, oh, there's a little smudge there. Just lined up perfectly.
Individual fast laps from all sorts of people. But
Ooh.
Ongaro stopped that time with 6.2 with a stop, which is pretty impressive.
Who's that from in Canas?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Canas.
Staying in the lead, but these
Yeah.
extra
Mayfield's-
velocity means he's not.
He ain't letting him get away.
Mayfield's in third. He passed
Yeah.
Tessman.
Despite that,
He's on the podium.
Tessman wrecked just a minute ago.
up and over the rumble strips. And Mayfield, once given a chance to have a think about Canas, that's what he's doing. So Canas in second.
It was
Ongaro
funny when, like,
leading,
Roars
Mayfield
first started.
third. Fourth is Tessman, fifth is Ronnefeld.
Nobody was giving the Americans anything.
Oh, yeah.
Is,
It's like,
Fenn.
yeah, just give it a minute. Just
yeah.
don't cut him out yet.
And we are one third of the way through. The
Hold on.
2022 IFMAR World Championship final. Ongaro has the lead. He hasn't necessarily taken the win, that's for sure.
Only 5 seconds.
Let's drop back to the next pair, which is Tessman.
If the world's
and
finished
Ronnefeld,
right now, my
because they're
prediction
also
would be
stamping
true.
away for
I figured it'd be Ongaro, Canas, and Mayfield.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I guessed, like, last week.
2016 World
Jeremy
Championship.
Reed was asking me, he's like, who's your top three? I was like, Ongaro, Canas, and probably Mayfield.
Has come back. In a
Fans
bad
up
start,
6.
good start, a few problems clearing the pillages, but now showing the pace of that Myarko chassis. But in fairness, the X-ray
Is
of
that Ronnefeld,
Testament
the second car?
is holding on
Yeah.
at the moment. It's
Whoa.
to the period of the race where I think that accident's kind of slightly irritated him. He's now got to get his head back in the game. Ongaro's lead out to 4.243. Here they go.
Oof.
Right together, can Ronnefeld find a way past Testament?
Who's HV's number one driver? Is it Ogden or is it Fuller?
Probably Fuller.
At the moment. Comes down to the Haydock
Ogden did
corner.
good. He made the main.
He did.
He
Pulled
should
it
be.
together. Well, they're running some new car parts too, aren't they?
Yeah.
Ongaro's pulling away.
Yeah, they got new arms, new hubs.
Slowly. In fact, that
So
last
it looks like a trucking. All the front looks like trucking.
Oh, does it?
quite large.
It's funny, like back in the day, that every world always had prototype cars, but now it seems like nowadays people want to show up with the old reliable. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
have to fight with the new parts on.
Right.
Good luck to Testament. He's managed to gap on a bit more that time around. So that time it was a 50.3 for Ongaro, 50.1 for Canas, 51 flat for Mayfield, 51 flat for Testament, and a 51.2. So the fastest man that particular lap was Canas. Canas now has some traffic
That's
of
fast.
8
Yeah,
for
he is.
Ruffalo. He'll be moved out of the way by the referee.
Yeah, watch those
Very
guys.
quickly
Full the Spanish Nationals in March. I got the Marshall
to
at the end of the
get up past
beginning of the
Testament.
straightaway going uphill.
Yeah.
I was sitting right there in the bucket there in the Nitro Nationals final.
How hard it is
It came up right after the 40 plus.
Yeah.
You've got two guys who know what they're doing.
I was like, oh, I got a final. Marshall's the final. Oh, okay, cool.
Champions do know what they're
So
doing.
you get to watch all of them hit those corners
Yeah.
right there.
Sort of
Pretty
excellent
cool.
steering had put in there by Test. If you came downhill there, you could see that I'm going to hit that with a little bit of extra right hand lock. And let's see, down those corners again. Once again, coming off the end of that double, round the Hearts hairpin, it's absolutely a point
Yeah.
where time is
Ongaro.
lost by one
machine.
on Testament. But you look at this
Yeah.
section in a second.
Seems like he's got the car finally figured out finally.
Yeah.
Up the hill now.
Which is funny because
Testament,
if you look at his, if I looked at his setups, they're not different than the old
hot
car.
race
Oh, really?
It's essentially the same suspension setting. He runs his
This
bills,
corner here,
you know, as much anti-squat as he can put with the take and toe most toe out as he can. So the rear hinge pins are like,
Oh,
and you're like, how do you? Okay, that's him.
it's
So
like no rear toe.
yeah,
Well,
it's like I know when you adjust rear toe, it's like you basically controls how fast the car rotates.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's your rotation speed. Is how much toe. Anti-squat is where do you want your grip? You want it on power, off power.
But Canas is beginning to sort of drop. I think that got made for Mavis in the 50 flat. So perhaps it's not going to be made for then. But we are still waiting to see a denouement
The pit's quick.
of the.
That exit coming out of the pit with the little chicane in the pit road,
Yeah.
that thing's hard.
Yeah.
You up there running? I was like, damn.
I know I'd have to creep through there.
Yeah, you're getting crashing in the pits. You see him come flying out. You're like, lucky.
So they all stopped there at 36.30.
So I don't know if it's just like the barriers being so tight makes you kind of like,
Temporarily,
But if it was just a groove line, you'd be able to hit it no problem.
You need some of that tiny pipe they got.
Yeah. All their tracks are like that.
Yeah.
They're just real tiny. It's like plastic PVC pipe.
He needs
Yeah.
to stop as well. So Ongaro leading from these.
If we had that, Greg would be jumping the pipe all the time.
Mayfield, Tessman. We're looking at Tessman and Bonifaz.
We definitely get less hang-ups on the pipe.
Yeah.
I think that's what they said in the beginning. It's like one of the reasons they use that stuff is because you do get caught up on it less. Yes, you can cut the track easier, but the toes take a little bit off the marshalling.
Ongaro's made a mistake. Ongaro made a mistake.
Ongaro made a mistake?
Marshall, yeah, he has made a mistake. So let's remember about this. Because that coming out, he kind of fuel, was it being, I didn't see him, but I just saw him.
You can tell he's excited for the guard to lose.
It wasn't 11 seconds, it's about one now.
Yeah, he'll make
10 seconds. It sure must have been an exit lap at the same time.
I'm sure they all are going to make at least
It's the
two.
problem, we can't
two or
watch every
three.
single part
Yeah.
of that. But the fact is, that's the distance. And it's no longer a massive distance.
I wonder if his thumbs ever fall asleep.
Let's
Sitting
move
there doing that the
forwards
whole
to the
time.
two cars. So it's Knass and
Have carpet
Mayfield
tunnels.
now. who
Yeah.
are battling
You know, it's funny when I
closer.
first started RC, that's why I started with was a two-stick.
Yeah.
Everybody starts on a two-stick. And then the pistol grips came out and you're like,
That's
dumb.
Yeah.
and then one day you try it, you're like,
See that Philip Seals has been coming to the last two races. He's got a stick radio.
oh, does he?
I started asking about drive his car just to try it.
Drop out of the lead. So
I think I could do it. Like my muscle memory would be there.
Yeah.
There's a small gap, and
But
then
it's like-
fifth is Tessman and
I don't know.
I'd like to try it, but I'm not going to spend
up
that much money.
towards the switchback.
try it,
And now over the Huddy corner they go. Down the roller coaster.
What was it
Last
at the last RC GP race?
Mayfield.
Didn't the pros take the
Mayfield.
amateur
Yeah.
radios?
Yeah.
And then Garo was like just as fast with a pistol.
Yeah, and Elliot Boots the same way.
Yeah.
Um,
You're like, oh man, he still can wheel it.
had a think,
Yeah.
had a couple of beers.
Maybe the
come back
difference isn't
strong,
as drastic as you think.
come back pretty much on
Yeah,
the pace.
it's probably easier to
Of
go
the
from
match.
stick
Come back
to.
on the- not
to
quite the
pistol
pace
grip
of
another
Ongaro,
way.
but Ongaro's made a mistake. So that's why they're a bit closer now.
2.3
Come up-
seconds.
They have to come up the straight.
There's Angara going to the Hoodie corner.
Knass is within 2.4 seconds
Looks like it's bigger than that. He's going.
of
Angara's already down,
Yeah.
jumping up onto the
they
concrete.
go down the hill again
There he
Phil's
is.
keeping up with the nine.
and up onto the rumble strips. It's no, at this point, it's not.
Man, he's good through there.
He's not really been caught, but he's not really breaking away. So that's just put a bit of a gap now between himself and Morifeld. That immediate threat's gone. The top five, of course, have been covered by something in the region of 6 seconds. So it's all very close in this World Championship final. They've got halfway yet, aren't they?
And the man on the move is Fan.
Oh, where's he at?
Six.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, he's done a 49.444 descent, so he's absolutely flying, but he is unfortunately very
49.4?
Yeah.
He's got some pace.
Yeah, but can he maintain it? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's right.
Sometimes.
Because one crash and all
Mayfield,
10 laps are washed away.
Yeah.
The gap to Ongaro staying at about 2 seconds. They've been 50.4, 50.4, and 50.3 they did that time round.
It's like big races like this long ones. It's like, I got to pit. God damn it, I hate having to pit.
Yeah.
It's like, let me throw a wrench in this one of my perfect, running.
Yeah, and Garo pitted like 6 minutes the first one.
Tread completely wears off. Still looking good for Tessman, but he's now managed to break a gap to Ronefeld. Finn is currently
Mayfield
only
go?
4 seconds
Still
behind Ronefeld and absolutely flying. So you're quite right, Lefty. This is a potential comeback with
still
half an hour to go. The biblical
So
proportions.
1.12 seconds.
And they're saying about 30 minutes in, they're going to sleep.
Suddenly, Knass got a little bit of a gap.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
That
that
makes
might
sense. I mean, those tracks are abrasive.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you can see it's on the side of a mountain.
Yeah, they said
That's where your elevation's coming from.
yeah, LCQ, they're off come off on slicks, so they're right now they should be close on slicks.
Bridge the
Already.
gap to the Italian.
Yeah, that's why with
Ronefeld
like when I was
taking
over
up again.
there, they're like, why two? Like, why two?
We're at
Like, that's the
32 minutes.
hardest tire there is. Like, you crazy? And then
Yeah.
you go out there, you're like, oh, yeah, I get it.
That's a 5 car in the pits. They run the bottom of the circuit. There they go. Another lap in the books. And actually, look at this. Knass has now suddenly found a bit of pace. And Knass is
Oh,
getting
he's right on
closer and closer and closer and closer to
Definitely.
Ongaro. So
Those
it's all
slicks are
to
coming in
flow.
for
We've
him.
had the Ongaro
Yeah, could
period.
be.
Now we're looking like we're getting the Canas period. Just so you
No
can say,
one-
Ronafalk's found
no
that
one,
space again. Ronafalk's got Testament. Ronafalk
Well,
has
on
got
Garo, he went on
Testament
something softer.
to move in the
Yeah.
fourth at the front.
Maybe
First and second
Ngaro's
get back
falling
together
off.
again. So Ronafalk on the move. Well, he's moved past one. Mayfield's been. I think it's Canas now who's found the pace. Canas, the Spaniard, the local favourite, has found
There's
the
a
pace.
bubble.
And the crowds will go wild with it. He's going to go in the lead when Ongaro drops into the pits. So, as we said, don't despair when Ongaro is so fast. This is going to be a very open, very competitive final, and we are not halfway
I'll
yet.
smoke him on Ngaro's.
Is it
I'm
Testman's time? Is it Ongaro's time to pit? No, it's a little bit longer. I think they've been forced to
Bit
pit
longer.
different
Bit
times.
longer.
But look at this, first and second right together after half an hour. Third and fourth are right there. Ongaro, sorry, Ronafalk's massively on the move as well. He's bridged the gap to Mayfield in no time at all. And also on the move is Fenn. Five of the best drivers in the world
yeah.
are all on the move.
Was it
So,
Mayfield?
you know, what can you do? The only person not on the move is
3.8
Ongaro. He's
seconds
behind
being shot at
now.
by them.
Maybe he
Drop it
starts
down.
falling off.
Into the Mon-
Interesting to hear what they're on.
You've got some traffic ahead.
Fenn, you know, Fenn said he was on the same thing as Mayfield. They showed him right before the start, and it was either rehabs or detox. I don't know what.
The Ronafalk now is just moving forward. He's like, oh, Tessman's made another mistake. Tessman's
I wonder if
overtaken
it's an
by
A2.
Fenn. So Fenn now moves into
I don't know if they got anything. If they got rid of the
and now
O2Y2s, then the hardest tire we have is A2.
Ongaro stopped. No, it wasn't. Sorry, I've got this on the Ongaro has stopped.
Unless they got like
So
an
now
A1 out
leading
there or something.
Our leader
Yeah.
is now
We brought some
Canas.
experimental
In second
A1,
place
like,
is Ronafalk. In third place it's Mayfield. In fourth place it's Ongaro. So Canas is your leader. Let's drop back to Ronafalk, who's won back the orange, the yellow and green car. He's on the move as well.
Is it Canas
Over
in
the
the
rumble
lead?
strips.
So Ngaro
Nice
pitted.
little lead,
Oh.
actually. And you'll see what it is when it comes over in about 3.5 seconds. But Ronafalk's been released after starting 11th. And he's closer than he was. But Canas seems to have found some pace on Gara. And it's just a little bit more confusing because they're going through some lap traffic as well. So you can't always think that car is that car is that car. You have to kind of look a little bit more carefully. But we're looking at Ronafalk in second now.
People change
Behind
tires.
him immediately is more
Nah.
pit stoppery happening.
You know what I mean? Like,
It'd be pretty good if they had some kind of quick release thing.
So,
I mean, a
that
couple
was
of a
Ongaro
drill,
going
like,
past it.
Yeah.
They have gone. So Ongaro now goes back in the lead. And the
They
others
had those
on
10
top
scale
of the
things
field.
that had a little clip
There
where
we
you
go,
clip them on
rolling
there.
out.
There's a way. I believe you can come up with a way to do it.
There we
Quick
go.
release.
Defenders
yeah,
there,
instead of
right, so
having
back
a
to
clip
the
on one
left.
side, have a clip on two
Like
sides.
I said, Ongara's got a slightly better rub of that
Someone's
particular
got to
fuel
have
cell.
tried.
Maybe a tool that you stick it in there and it releases all the pins, like a whole bunch of pins.
Or like NASCAR, where you have the wheel not stacked up on a thing, you can just be like,
Yeah. I was thinking if you had a way to go inside the hub, stick it in there, like there's all these pins around there. Stick this in the center, so like cram it in there, and all the pins go in and put the tire back on and sit back in place.
Third place Ronafalk now, and quite solid third place, round the concrete hairpin. Is he
have
getting
this as soon as you come out of the pit and the wheel falls off.
Yeah.
Show's over. Oh my god.
Second that time, so
Oh, the
Ronafalk-
clip didn't snap it perfectly. I was trying to get it on as quickly as I can.
Even if it was like a quick take on and off, it's still going to be several seconds.
He's got past his old teammate, Cole Ogden lapped him. Getting close to Canas in second. Now, interestingly, we're getting another phase here where Canas isn't quite as quick as Ongaro. Now, what's happened to the Americans and the Canadians? The Warwick to ground, Mayfield, again, not having his greatest time, and Fend also. So, I think Fend is
You
looking
see how
like
wide
he's
he went back
likely
there?
from the
So you can come into that and come down through it.
area
Yeah.
at this point.
Arch, that's
A
pretty
little
awesome.
bit of pace is
I kind of
missing
do the
from
same thing
Mayfield
in
at the
here,
moment.
like on the rumbles.
Yeah.
To I'll take it real wide and then when I cut it in there, it just
49.9.
cuts on the inside.
And for Canas across the line. Wrong way.
That's
Good for him.
Go,
He
go,
goes back to
Yeah.
1.6.
I'd like to, but I just have to hit it. According to how I hit that little jump, I just hit it however I can hit it.
My instinct is to like to punch it over that single jumper. But
Yeah.
as soon as you do that, it always throws you long, and you're like, ah,
And
crap.
behind
Yeah, you can land funny too.
Yeah.
Ronafalk, it's then a lapped car followed by Mayfield and then Dakota Fenn. So Dakota Fenn now is significantly ahead.
Yeah, that last one you kind of have to like
fifth place.
just tap the brake to let it
Right.
scrub speed so you can just float over it.
6 minutes to go.
Otherwise, it's really easy to blow that one too. Like you land longer.
Right.
Oh crap! Custody.
Ronafalk catch up Canas. Very hour-long finals, and that is left to get the answer absolutely correct. He's on his tail already. So Ronafalk, right onto the tail of
Holy crap.
Canas.
He's caught up to him like he was nothing.
Instantaneously,
Uh-oh.
now he's got a chance to run side by side up the straight. There's going narrow against him. Over the double.
Yeah, his
Runabout-
tires are
Runabout found a gear.
Yeah, his tires must be doing what it needs.
And
Oh,
no.
Oh,
Canast got
mistake,
nervous.
He's rolled out. He got back
He was
into
trying to go
the
too
again. That was
fast.
lucky.
Yeah.
So Runabout, let's see that one again. We got
Jake,
chance.
he's got to be
Against
going
Racing
crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. He's probably drunk.
He's like, oh no!
Turned too early, rolled, but luckily
Yep.
it got
Yeah,
his wheels. So
correct.
unlucky, luckily.
As he calls it in England, grip roll.
For Runabout,
Yeah,
Runabout now
grip
is
roll.
sitting out after Ongaro. So he's now on 2016 world champion, trying to chase down a 2018 world champion. The first one has just gone across the line. There's a long way to go. There's a long distance to go. But it's Runabout v Ongaro. Basically, if you follow RCGP, this is the story of RCGP. What normally happens is Runabout breaks down. The next one,
Hold on, we ain't done yet.
Ongaro.
Angaro, what's funny is Angaro hardly ever does.
I know.
4.7 seconds with 25 minutes to go. But Runabout's been putting in some pretty impressive times individually, but certainly generally.
Yeah,
fast snaps actually are not going to Runabout. They're going to Ongaro. But
He's
it's
a
a bit more
machine, too.
consistency from Ongaro. And Runabout, like Ongaro, a bit more
He's just pounding them out.
consistency from Runabout.
Like
Ongaro has the individual fastest laps. But the thing to remember is that Runabout started in 11th. And he's now got himself into second.
How far back is he?
And there's some traffic in
4.7?
between, which
Is
will
that what
be
it
moved out
says?
the way
4.7 seconds?
What's
by
that? What's that
Mark
lap car?
Dixon. That's
Yeah.
what's happened
Oh, yeah,
already.
there you go.
Killages.
Yeah, he's almost 5
So
seconds
the,
ahead
the other
of
drivers are
Ongaro
incredibly
is.
respectful of the protagonist in the championship racing. So you
Wow,
have to
he's
say,
fast in there.
all power to them.
Yeah, if you land that jump long, you can
Very
actually
likely
see the
if,
scrub speed
Runabout
right
makes a
off. Like,
mistake,
oh,
he will actually spend at least a lap in the lead when Ongaro comes in for fuel at 4.7.
Yeah, his tires
Doesn't
are-
seem like 4.7. That's
Yeah,
what
we've got him.
Bert on scale,
Yeah,
which
he's
is
got
slightly
him.
very similar painting. So it's 4.7. It stayed 4.7.
Ongaro has a mistake.
Ongaro makes a little mistake.
He's
That's a
human.
little one.
Yeah.
Those little
You
ones
see
add
him,
up.
he's the one with a big trail of smoke.
And that's actually just dropped off the back of Runabout really quite quickly.
he always
That's
has.
a
It seems like he always
camera
picks
as
one more
well.
time than everyone
Yeah.
else.
So Ongaro now being hunted down by Runabout. Runabout now is your European champion. Ongaro, the reigning RCGP champion in season 1. Never a European champion, Ongaro. Quite remarkable. But of course, you're a reigning world champion. So you've got the reigning world champion chasing the reigning European champion. In for fuel comes Ongaro. Out he goes again. So Runabout now leads the world championship. Runabout leads the world championship. You'll be asking Ricky Burton to get out of the way, and he gets away very well. So we have, I think Ongaro though has come out. Ongaro's come out behind Canas. Yep. So Ongaro's come out behind Canas. It's dropped back one to the red and blue. It's 2 actually. The red and blue to Canas. Coming over the limit now. Red and blue. Canas number 2.
There's
So
Ongaro.
that means that Runabout now getting a bit of unrestricted drive here because, of course, he is likely
gonna have to
if
fit.
Canas stays out long enough. And
Mayfield right there, too.
oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And that's not what you want to do.
Oh, is that wrong?
That wasn't Runabout.
Yeah.
Lefty.
He's pushing hard.
Runabout underneath us.
Puts Mayfield in third.
And there goes. So Ongaro currently is about 4.9 seconds behind Runabout. A stop is about 6.5.
Mayfield probably hadn't pitted.
We're looking at Canas in second. And interestingly, Mayfield's now, it's a huge ebb and flow the whole day. Mayfield now is ebbing back towards Canas in fourth place, obviously. In fact, it's right behind Ongaro. So just make Ongaro focus. It's in the middle of those 3 cars. The white light car.
Time
He's
for
now
him to
got
put that
Mayfield
killer
still
drive
going
on,
for
he always
second.
does.
Taking no for an answer.
Time for
As they come round here.
Mayfield to put on his killer
Mayfield
run at
in
the
the
end.
blue car. Oh, there
Well,
we
now,
go.
how did you do that?
Yeah, there you go. He's right on guard.
Ongaro.
He just does what he's got
I mean,
to
at the end of the day,
do. Oh, no.
they're all, yeah, see, you go a little bit long, it just bleeds all the speed off.
No real difference in the 50.0 against 50.1. 49.9 Mayfield is absolutely finding some pace now.
49.
Ben is not. Are you really being
who's that?
a mistake by Mayfield?
Oh,
That
no.
is going to be very
He didn't
costly
lose
in
his
this
spot, though.
environment. I was about to say, you wouldn't count any of these guys out at the moment. Now, what's noticeable is Ongaro not making an awful lot of ground on Canas at the moment. And if Runabout can keep all 4 wheels down, you really need to see where he comes out at the end of his next pit stop. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not actually sure they are, whether it
Just made
still
up some
needs
ground
one
up there
more
a
main.
little bit.
So let's be
He caught him.
forward to
He's catching him.
we've been shooting with Canas and Ongaro. They're coming up the main straight now.
There's Drake. You know who he's pitting for.
Yeah. He's got somebody grabbing the car, though. I'm not sure.
Everybody's doing it.
Leads. Ongaro leads, and then right about you can see the climb. That's not 4.5 seconds of anyone's money. So in that pit stop cycle, as Ongaro slips through, when you watch him go around, you'll see right out there. Right out is perhaps 3 seconds closer, and then now I think, I'm not certain because Ongaro's going in really oddly, but I think they had the same number of stops to make. It might be even the Ronafak had one less.
Yeah, that's what I would guess.
So
Yeah, I think so.
pit stops are coming into it.
But if
suddenly
he starts driving hard, though.
Yeah.
It's 2016 v 2018. They've opened up a huge gap for some reason on Juan Carlos Canas.
Ongaro first, Ronafak second, 1.7
Come round
seconds
this time.
back.
So the gap is 1.7 seconds with 20 minutes to go. Flying over the doubles. Ongaro leads. He's raced.
Bend is right on Mayfield,
These
looks
guys
like.
know
They
each other way
click.
better than
click
anyone
off
because
the
the amount
exact
they've
same
raced in RCGP.
Yeah, half a second behind him.
We get to race
yeah.
hour-long finals 3 or 4
0.5.
times a year. They did once, and then obviously done again this year with a break for COVID, of course. We've got a slightly better lap
We want to see
for
that.
Ongaro this time. Canas back 7 seconds now on these two.
Well, after this race, unless Mayfield wins it,
Further 3.
Mayfield ain't going to be the number one in the top 25. It's going to be Ongaro for sure.
Yeah.
Even if Ongaro's second.
So that gap last time, mind you, was 1.7. The gap now is taking on to 1.6. So 10th per second gain as the two giants of European off-road racing. They're the ones who've won the trophies. You can ask him super quickly. He's not won anything yet. He will do, but not yet. And these are the guys who've won world championships. They've got the attitude. They've got the mental ability to do it. Ongaro against Ronafalk. I must admit, I'm not particularly surprised I'm saying that at this point in the World Championship final. I thought I might be saying Ongaro Ronafalk. I am trying to say Mayfield as well. He's in 4th.
Oh, there he is.
Bending
I was like, after he fell off, I was like, did he crash?
Really well,
Oh.
dead last. You've got to make a big gap. But Ronafalk knows what he has to do. He's done it before, but more importantly, Ongaro knows what he has to do, and he's done it before. They've had these battles, and they both won them. Gap down now to 1.5. It's going to take a while,
Nope.
a 10th per second a lap.
Scrub speed there.
Ongaro passes
Lost
underneath
maybe
now.
2/10 right there.
There's Ronafalk. And they go through the hot race hairpin.
See nobody on there.
They're
all watching.
at this point, of course.
Everybody's
Time
watching it.
is really enough.
Well, I had it pulled up on my stream with
And they'll sit there,
StreamYard.
Yeah.
I'm scared I'm going to get
skidding away,
flagged.
especially that uphill pull.
I have
out
some
the
other stuff on there. This close to it, I can't risk that.
straw bale hairpin. Plunging down again. This lead is
I don't know if you can do that or not. I
stubbornly
hadn't looked
staying
into
there,
it
but I would
enough.
absolutely put
No.
money on the fact it's closer now. That is not a 1.5 second
No.
lead. Not quite sure where it
1.3.
disappeared. I think there was a bit of a lack of drive coming out of that hairpin. And now Ongaro has Ronafalk right on his tail, and the gap has dropped down to less than a second. It's half a second as they battle for the 2022 World Championship. Flying up again, they battle anymore because now Ongaro's gone for fuel. There he goes, out,
Again?
bang, fuel, done. And this is this a fuel stop in hand for Ronafalk, or is this just the alternation? 17 minutes to go. Ongaro needs to stop twice more. Twice more to the end from 17 minutes. You can't do one. You should be able to do it. I think you might have stopped 3 times in 17 minutes. But twice, you should be able to do it twice. Relatively easy 2 stop. Yeah, 2 stop, no problem at all. So Ronafalk may actually be a little bit further ahead. It may be he doesn't need. So we need to see when Ronafalk goes in to see whether he needs to stop twice or just once. And as Ronafalk comes from 11th
Looks
on
like
the
that
grid.
crazy grip.
You know,
See, a hot race
first
probably.
35 minutes. But I think, we're all
I think
surprised
that's what I
back
heard.
with
No fins in 4th. Go ahead and make this.
But the gap is 5 seconds. Oh, and there's been a problem.
Uh-oh.
And that's going to wipe away most of the lead and wipe away most of the advantage you may have had because of the. You got that one again?
Yep.
What happened to Ronafalk?
Ben got ahead of
No
Mayfield.
mistakes.
Yep.
The end of it, you got to, I think they get a bit of confusion with that mark.
3.3 behind Canas.
It's not
Yeah, he's
really
about
playing
10
JCC
seconds back.
either. JCC is 3.5
Trouble.
seconds back behind Ongaro. That's going to cost David about 3 seconds. 3 seconds he can't afford, that's for sure. And that would have heartened Ongaro dramatically. Right, that lap round was a 56. That's the run with Ronefeld coming for fuel. So Ronefeld doesn't come in for fuel, so Ronefeld goes around again, and we're at 16 minutes. So Ronefeld, he's coming down the hill to the straw bale hairpin.
Yeah.
Drives away again up the hill, switches through the switchback. He's only a small distance, 2 seconds ahead of Ongaro. Does he need to do the same number of pit stops, or does he need to do one less?
4 seconds behind.
If he needs to do one less, so the same number of pit stops, same number of pit stop or one more. If it's the same number of pit stops, this is a real lead. If he needs to do one more, he's about 3 seconds behind. Either way, they're both running on rubber. That's rubbish. Well, it's not even made, just slick tire.
Yeah, they ain't rubbish.
Now,
Look at that car coming out of the track.
49.7, and I'm going to 50.1. So really putting the speed down. 15.25.
Little
Right.
European mannerisms.
Now,
Yeah.
He's going to have it a go. He's going to give it a go.
Once more,
Oh, he's giving it a go.
and it's very lightly on guard.
Oh, no.
Mistake. Get it going. So
Yeah.
twice in a row, mistakes
Giving it away.
at the straw bale hairpin, and first and second are right
Yeah,
together.
he just had a heart attack.
So he's handing back his fuel advantage. He had my fuel advantage back, he says to Ongaro. Knaus seems to be dropping out of this. Even if these two are making, well, Ronefield's making mistakes. Knaus
Ben's
not
going to
really
end up getting on the
gaining.
podium.
You got Fenn
Ben's going to end up getting on the podium. He's 1 second behind.
Mayfield, and isn't that far behind?
Knaus?
If making these mistakes, Fenn will come in
yeah.
right. Absolutely. But Fenn, I think, is very, very close to one Carlos Knaus. So that's on the
Let's
play
see
as
him.
well. But obviously, first and second.
Who cares about the leaders?
At this point, Ronefeld going wide. This is time for fuel.
He's got to. Come on, where you going, man?
Definitely no issue whatsoever. Ronefeld will stop once more. I think it's likely.
He's going to have to stop. Because he's almost out of gas now.
Both
Gotta
say
be.
no.
So he's going to have to stop twice.
Really depends
Yeah,
whether
7
he'll
and-
stop once
7 and
more.
7 right now.
Right.
Obviously, so will Ongaro.
There's no, he can't. Well, he can't stop twice.
Yeah, he's got to stop twice.
Ooh.
Maybe one splash
This is
at
the
the
real
end. Maybe
gap
that's
now.
what he's trying
This
to
is
do.
the real gap. Both of them need to stop once more. They're probably for quite different times. Both of them need to stop once more. And the battle is on for the 2022 World Championship. It's this close after 47 minutes. Oh, it's gone wide. And into the lead.
Yeah.
Ooh.
See you later.
Ongaro takes the lead.
Now
in the
he's
World
gonna have to
Championship.
pit.
Yeah.
He's got
Not
to.
been a great few laps for Ronefeld. Perhaps the tyres really are going now. And Ronefeld moves
Yeah,
to the
there you
field.
go.
Right, so
Man,
it's
he
now
went in
on
fast.
Ongaro. It's now when Ongaro stops. Will Ronefeld still be in position to attack him? Oh, he's all. I think Ongaro's. I think Ronefeld's really suffering now from a lack of grip.
Well, the
Yeah,
car was phenomenal like a minute ago.
Yeah.
And you kind of think Ongaro.
Unless something let go.
Got the foam hanging out, maybe.
Yeah, like the sway bar disconnected or something. You know, I don't know. It's like,
And you have to stop once more.
it's like, oh, my sway bar inlet came off and the car was
Come
bumping
round the
over.
second,
Like,
we'll see
oh.
what the actual
Being
gap is.
0.3 from Knaus on that lap.
It's about 5 or 6 seconds, which is actually a fuel stop. They're all having to be careful now. They haven't got the grip they had. Ongaro crosses the line.
Girl just got to keep it all
What will the
wheels
gap
on
be
the
when
ground.
Ronefeld
Yeah.
crosses the line now? And the answer to that is the gap is
6
6 seconds. So it's just
Shit.
One pit stop.
Fuel stop only costs about 5. So when Ongaro comes out,
Ongaro just got
the
cruising in.
moment, he should be in the
Great,
lead.
Casey.
Ronefeld knows he has to keep pushing. And they both will have to stop once more.
Well, it depends on when
Oh,
Ongaro
his final
stops.
stop.
If he stops with like 7:30,
Yeah.
and that's his last stop, then he'd be good.
For Ongaro.
But does he stop at like 9 minutes? You're like, oh, Jesus, what are you doing?
Another country mark.
You know, Ongaro's tank only lasts 6 minutes.
Yeah. Watch one of them get them disqualified for a tank.
Oh my gosh! Right after all that,
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you, when I was there, you know, we had 5-minute qualifiers in Nitro
Yeah.
for the mains or for the qualifiers, I should say.
There he
So,
is.
Ongaro goes in.
He's going to stop one more time.
Down he goes. Oh no, problem in now. Oh, what's going on down there?
What the hell?
Problem in the release section there. There was a I think there was a foreshortening actually by the marshal. But definitely there's a problem getting the car down. That's resulted in
Yeah, Ongaro's gonna have to stop twice.
Yeah.
leading Ongaro. Okay, we've got 11 minutes and 1 fuel stop for each.
No,
one.
but there was a 5-minute qualifier and they DQ'd me because my tank was too
You
big.
can see
I'm
the
like,
gap.
If you're tanking less like 7 minutes, like it's a 5-minute qualifier, shouldn't it be a warning at this point? No, your tank's too big. So I had to put the little insert piece in there. It was fine, but it was just like it caught me off guard. Like, you disqualified me in a 5-minute nitro
I think that's the
qualifier?
silliest.
Tank being too big?
That's the silliest rule. Unless you were like, unless you had like a trucky tank in there. And shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and as always, it's always only by 1 or 2 cc's.
Yeah, what? That don't make a bit of difference.
No.
Which has won so many of his many championships and awards. Right. First running lap with Ongaro.
Finn and 3. There he is.
Just think Ongaro's got a tiny bit more grip.
6 seconds.
If they keep this up, Ronafalk's going to win. Just because of the pit stops. Mongaro's going to have to do 2. Ronafal, if he's smart, he's only has to do 1 more.
Maybe they'll start battling each other and have this big wreck.
Oh, there's a wreck.
That's it. Put the power on. Got a tank saboteur went out. And into the lead goes Ongaro with 10.5 minutes to go.
Let's
Will
see.
that be it? Or can
Finn is 614. Let's see if he clicks in here.
Looks a little bit swifter. But now the hunter becomes the hunted. And the nerves change from, I've got to hold on to this and I've got nothing to lose.
I just got to stay on the podium. And when your mentality changes,
Yeah.
I just want to stay on the podium.
On turning lap 59. Garo just gapping Monofalk a bit at the moment. Monofalk
Finn 6'9".
really
Lost on it.
concentrating around these hairpins. Because that's the key point. 10 minutes left. Just to give you the update, Ganas is behind Fenn. So Fenn now's on the podium in 3rd. And about 5 seconds back from these two. So major
It's like 1 second lead over Canas. It's not falling off.
That last time round was 1 second exactly. It's not far off that now. But they have to drive so precisely because they're driving on this track with very little grip now. Certainly, that was it. 2 that made a mistake there.
Yeah, it's that damn staircase. That's what I'm saying. Like all the mistakes they're making, almost all of them are in that staircase. I'm telling you, it's a lot more difficult than it looks.
3/4 of a second. 7 seconds back it was to Fenn last time round in 3rd. And Fenn
7.
making that's not past
Yeah,
Fenn.
mistake there.
Oh yeah, now he's 7.
No, he's 9 something.
Oh, mistake. Yeah, Finn's 2 seconds behind him. Made a mistake.
Key point for
Pushing the shit out of it, probably.
Ongaro.
Mayfield's 11 seconds behind Fenn.
Ronafalk will go into the pits before him, which means he'll
His
have
tires
some
must
laps
be
where he has
falling
to
off.
wear that man behind him. And the precision of these guys
Coming down to one
running
more pit stop.
2 minutes is astounding. Astounding. And whatever happens now, we've had an absolutely fantastic main final, a classic in many
I was
ways. The ebb
Finn
and the
to get up
flow,
there.
the drive through the
He may
field
still,
of both
by miracle,
Ronafalk
get on the
and
podium.
Dakota Fenn has been spectacular. But the sheer control of David
Oh,
Ongaro,
okay.
Oh,
even more
jeez.
so. There's a little mistake
Slipped out of the
there.
group.
when in doubt, throttle out.
He drops back a little further. He was only half a second. That's now about a second and a bit. The tiniest of errors as the car isn't quite doing what they want to do anymore on bald tyres. Is Ongaro now making this world championship?
sounding like
Is he
like he's
making it
driving
6
the car
years the world
knows.
champion? The
Might be
first
better.
person to retain this championship. Only the second double champion. And at a time which is significantly more competitive it was than that
Well,
was
the first guy that won the world champion twice, it wasn't back to back, right?
I don't think so.
No, if Ongaro does it, he'll be the first back to back world champion and second person to do it twice.
Interestingly, I'm not wondering whether Ongaro's
And nobody be surprised.
Right.
But Ronafalk's not really lost much time. And Clark is a lie, he's lost 2/10. He made an error of a second. So, interesting there. There's a huge amount of traffic ahead of them. That could really play a part. But in fairness, the
Well, we got to pit
playing
at least one more time. So once he rolls up on that traffic, he can just
come down
pit.
the bottom corners. Down here, the Ronafalk made a couple of errors.
Fenn's back
lost
at
50 seconds.
1.96.
But we've seen
back.
a couple of errors over the hour from Ongaro. Another mistake by Fenn, by the way. So I don't think Fenn's going to be winning this. Might still get the podium. And I think he's behind Canas again now. Yep.
1.9
He's
seconds.
European 1, 2, 3 at the moment.
He's tickling on the podium.
He's
Yeah.
in fifth.
Tasman's in
Failing
6.
as
I thought Bruno didn't really come up there either.
Yeah, I expected he was doing good all week. Too.
of Ongaro.
It's your.
Okay, here they go.
Now in the
It's all going to come down to the end. It's going to be Ongaro, Ronafalk, or
for the
Canas.
final time. Ronafalk as close as he could be over timing and scoring.
I think they done left enough, though.
He's like, Ronafalk's tires are completely gone. It's like, well, Ronafalk
Look at the
pits.
pits.
Last time.
Down. Pierre Ronafalk and Adrian Birdsong. That's the last field
Yeah,
shot
Ronafalk,
away.
or Ongaro's got
Gets
1,
out
2.
ahead of Canas. Right, let's stick with our leader. It's with Ongaro.
Right, Nobody reckoned.
With Ongaro down the straight there. So with Ongaro into the X-ray hairpin. Because it's now him to make hay while the sun
Being
shines. So
plus
he comes
7
in
now.
forward, I can't
Oh,
think.
Lord,
And
that's
then
not a
on the next
mistake.
lap,
Yep.
That'll seal that probably.
And then Canas is 7 seconds behind Runafault.
Yeah,
Right,
they're spread out.
Run off to make sure he's not making errors off camera. And then we'll see when they come out when the final stops are done. There's a bit of traffic ahead. If you can reach the end now, it would make
6
sense
minutes left. Does he
for
pit?
Ongaro to pull the car in.
Does
The
he-
team to pull it
Right,
in. So we have
got
to
to
pass
right
it.
here.
Got to.
Let's start
Yep.
looking clear. And that's what they're doing. So in comes Ongaro into the pit lane. Rolls down. He's the car at the back of this.
Watch out.
There it goes.
Let's,
One, and
oh,
he's
let's
out.
go
Right,
walking
so
right there.
down he goes. They're
That's
right
close.
together. Oh!
What?
And that could be it.
What?
Runabout could see Ongaro. He could see Ongaro coming out of the pit, and he just lobbed it with full send, got it wrong. And with 5 minutes to go, suddenly what would have been neck and neck is now 4 or 5 seconds. And that is a kind of a distraction that you see from drivers. And
Oh, what's
now
that?
looking
Where are you
at
going?
he's dropped
Oh,
the
he's-
gap
he
between
got
Is something broke?
and Canas. And Runabout so close there, but 5 minutes to
Stay
go.
on that podium,
Is that
Runafault.
where it's all changed? Is that where the world championship been won and lost?
He's probably
Obviously,
losing
it's
his
not
mind
just
right now.
one roll. It's not just
Probably
one
can't
action.
see.
JQ's losing his mind. That's off speak finish.
There were 20 races prior to Abu Dhabi last year.
Oh,
but we were all
where you going?
convinced
Is that
the
the
world
VA or-
championship was won
right
and
there,
lost by
I
Michael Massey, but
Or-
obviously
yeah,
we
okay.
went on the previous
He's
races.
going, what the hell?
There's been a number of
There's
errors
our
made
fault,
by the
okay.
drivers, but we're all convinced that might be it. The gap, 4.4 seconds.
Well,
last
it's up to
time
mistakes now.
round. Might not get any closer
drive
with 4 minutes
5
to go.
minutes.
There's about 5 laps or so left. That's 6
4.5
maybe.
minutes with no
5,
mistakes.
5 more, I would say.
Yeah, it's funny to say that's only 5 laps.
Well, the other thing is they're going to have to push it. So Runafault's going to push the shit out of it, catch up, and then does he make a mistake while pushing?
Yeah.
Canas running third.
That's going to be,
Fenn running fourth.
and Angaro's just got to stay.
And Angaro's just drive- gotta
Just
drive.
try, yeah, to stay the line.
Just drive like an Angaro.
Make him crash.
They're coming round the corner. Runabout.
Stream's still going.
This time round, it's 3.8, so half a second game by Runabout that time. So whether this is psychological, I don't know. Ogden being told to get out of the way.
Move on.
Very well.
Everybody cussing.
Real teammates coming through.
Yeah.
Runabout picked up half a second. Now it's the Viking on full send. He has nothing to lose. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, he does. It's the podium.
But in
Second.
that manner, I don't think so. I'd
But
say
in the pros' mind, it's winner take all.
it must be hard to know how to pace it from Goro, because staying on 4
Let's
wheels
go.
is absolutely the most
Are you
important
running the
of all.
races today, or is Devin going to show up? Or
He'll probably show up. We're going to have practice today.
Definitely Runabout is
It's the
going.
last 3 minutes
Maybe
of
going
World
again,
Championship.
But is it quick enough? Because the laps are running out, the time is running out. And he has to keep perfect. With one more error, he's
just
gone.
practice today unless everybody enough people show up for racing or what?
Okay,
Yeah, it was a big practice.
over the line.
Yeah, we
This
had
time
two
goes down to
races in a row, so
3
we decided to make that
seconds.
just
0.8 has
practice.
been gained. So 0.8 of a second gain that time round. Up the hill.
Don't pull
If he
back too
carries
much,
on going
Angaro.
like this, they get together with about a lap to go.
We got 3 seconds.
I'm sure
separated.
Angaro's got something else in
Watch
reserve.
out, here's
and
his
he's
turn.
just
Oh,
trying to
that's like
hit himself
that's the
and trying to see
Runafault
what
crash
he can
turn,
do.
and
Yeah.
then it's theirs. The 2 places he crashed.
49.93 last time round from Runabout. Stunning driving.
All right, well,
He's making
should I
up
give
his
you
own
money or
error.
Yeah, that's fine.
Devin
That's
shows
fine.
up?
His
Or...
own error, it's caused a problem over the rumble strips. Dropping down. I don't think he's going much this time,
That's
to be
for
honest
you.
with you.
Okay.
Get
All
the
right.
position,
Sounds good.
45 seconds to go.
Change.
Angaro's just being helped through the traffic, which is fine.
Yeah, this is an hour-long race.
Angaro,
Down
they're
to 2.5
Angaro,
minutes
look,
now.
2 tenths errors here and there. Runabout is coming. Runabout is coming. And he goes over the line now. And the gap has gone down to 2.6. 4 tenths that time. It's not enough. He needs to find a little bit more. He needs to be able to poke his nose right behind Angaro and start frightening him. Bruno Coelho, I think, moves out the way. 2 cars. 2 back markers now between
Ooh, bad traffic.
Runabout and
Fins fell back more.
Angaro. One of them
Oh,
is
yeah.
Johnny Skipper, I think, in the 10 car. He's been
Canas,
asked to move out
Oh,
the
yeah,
way,
it's
and he
gonna
goes
be-
super wide, does a great job.
Angaro
On the same
Runafault
piece of
Canas.
track now, as they come down the roller
Bearing any
coaster.
crashes in the last 2
Next
minutes.
car for Runabout will be Bruno. You can see Angaro exiting the rumble section. As
How
Runabout
hard
goes
can you
round
push
now,
it?
they're certainly less than the was, which is 2.6. But it's still probably enough for them to keep going.
Oh, a little bit of
Is that
that was
Runafault.
Runafault. Yeah. Like I said, he's pushing hard, so he's gonna make a few little
Yeah.
wide mistakes, carry a little
Round
too
the
much
corner,
speed.
that gap has gone down to, well, it's gone up. It's gone up to 3 seconds. Up to 3 seconds.
Minute and a half.
like let's move our focus to Ongaro, the number 1 car coming up the hill. But it's looking like he's going to retain his championship in what has been an absolutely stupendous final, an amazing final.
He's jinxing him.
He's been a champion for 6 years.
From 13th to 4th, but it may be an all European.
Yeah, he'll have one more lap.
European World Championship.
Well, as fast as he can. Well, hold on, we'll see what he crosses it at.
Mostly, if I'm honest. But Bonifalk now has, I think, it may just be one more lap. So,
yeah, 1 minute.
What are you doing away for? Don't hold me.
1 minute.
Is that him, Ron?
Bonifalk's over. Bonifalk's over.
He ran out of gas.
Bonifalk's over, and Ongaro.
Over? Is that many, Rick?
Ongaro coming the line now.
On fuel?
He's over.
Absolutely on Ongaro. This is not.
I don't know what the hell that means.
It might be Bonifalk's. He's so far behind. Ongaro, the Italian, is looking like.
Oh, that put Mayfield. Mayfield's in 4th.
Let's be a bit tighter if we can.
If Bonifalk is gone, ran out of fuel.
Davide Ongaro. He leads by 7 seconds.
Will he get he might get one more lap.
Very bad luck for him. But Davide Ongaro
Davide might get one more lap.
Retain his world championship. He's going to become the first person to retain the championship ever. He's going to be the first person to win twice for about 40 years.
Come on, cross the line one more time. Give him one more lap. Come on. You can do it.
Davide Ongaro, he gets across the line.
5.
Any second now, he is going to get a lap of honor. Davide Ongaro is your world champion. He has a lap of honor. He is going to win because Bonifalk will get caught by the time. It's Bonifalk in 2nd. It's going to be Canas in 3rd. It's going to be Mayfield in 4th, I think. Is it going to be?
Canas.
Mayfield
right together,
in, yes, but so far, I got past yet.
Yeah, you see it. One
There's
little
such a big gap between, but look at this.
0.4 of a second.
Italian. Look at the result. It's what it's going to be. He's got to finish the race. Ongaro needs to finish the race. And we will.
On a victory lap.
Ongaro needs to finish the race. Let's get.
I wouldn't be able to drive. That's probably what he's doing right now. He's so happy he can only drive.
Dad's all freaking out.
Yeah, they say that's about a $30,000 paycheck.
I don't believe it. Look at Ron Fox like, God damn it, I was right there.
Stupid man, go car.
Well, what happened? He must have just crashed because he was still in 2nd.
I think that's what he's over meant when he flipped over.
Yeah.
That's mentally exhausting for an hour. Well,
my uncle got 2nd. That's a damn good finish for a first-year car. And then Mayfield got 4th. Mayfield's still the top American, ironically.
Yeah. Lisa texts me wondering why I'm not responding to her.
Because I'm watching the World Championships.
Davide Ongaro, you have retained.
That was it. Looks like Ongaro took it. Then to no one's surprise. Let's see here. We'll put it on
Hey, over MSRP at Donahue
TV
Chevrolet,
show.
we have 2022 Silverado 1500s priced thousands of dollars off. It doesn't matter if you buy a Tahoe, Silverado HD, Trailblazer, Trax, Equinox, Blazer, or Traverse, you will pay less than MSRP. Our transparent approach and selection of hundreds of Chevrolets makes us a fantastic choice for buying your new Chevrolet. Don't take our word for it. We have hundreds of 5-star reviews. Donahue Chevrolet. Our prices and selection are worth the drive.
Slapping and backslapping at the end. But a great performance by.
So they got Ongaro wins again. So I'm gonna try to share this on here so we can watch it. Guess they'll be interviewing folks and stuff.
As he gets the celebration shot, I'm going to carry on, see if I can grab a bit of runner falk. I'm not sure if Matt can hear me. So just wait for Matt to carry on with the shots, and we're going to try and grab a bit of a word with David. So yeah, I need you to follow me so I can. I've lost my cameraman. It's a nightmare. I've had this problem before, losing my cameraman. Here he comes. Well, David, we've seen the ecstasy of victory with Davide, and with you, it's the agony of defeat.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought I had it. Like with 2 stops to go, I was in a good pit strategy. I got by him because of that, and was in front. Had a couple of bad landings here on the downhill. My car was just a little bit sensitive in the air when it was very windy at times. So yeah, that sucks.
But hang on, you started 11th, you came second, and you were leading. That is a
but he's a champion
by anyone's standard.
Yeah, I mean, we made a gamble on the start with the tire compound, and obviously it worked out really well.
He's upset because he's a champion and wants to win.
Back, it sucks that we had the semi we did because we started so far back. Lost a bunch of time in the start. I knew the car was quick. I could feel it, and it was the best it's felt all week. Tried to put my head down and charge back. Davide had like a 15 to 20 second, I think around 15 seconds on me there. I knew with my pit strategy that I would probably save 2 stops on him. We did that. And yeah, towards the end, I just wish I would have been a little close. I lost focus like just for a 10th of a second there coming up the straight one time and rolled it right when he pitted. Probably just tried to look where he was in the pit lane.
Yeah, he's upset with himself.
And just forgot to hit the brakes and roll it there.
He's a champion.
So,
he wants to win.
Yeah, that was, that really sucked. I think it could have been a good race. But, it's the second place at the Worlds in the end of the day. It's not bad considering where we started. And I'm happy with my drive, happy with the team, happy with everyone, helping me. So, yeah, I mean.
And you've had a completely new package this year. You've got a car from the ground up. You've got the disadvantage in JQ engineering. You've got a great engineering team. You work at Adrian with his new engines. And you bought that thing. You've won the European Championships. You've been second in the Worlds. And, effectively, if you take away the first 3 laps, you were the fastest because you made up all that time. I realise how you're feeling right now. It's absolutely gutted. Will you promise me by Monday you'll start reflecting how well you did?
No, for sure. I mean, this drive, it was probably similar to what I did at the Euro in the main there. It was a really strong drive. I kept my head down after, I had some trouble with traffic being a little slower there in the start, but I knew I was going to have to deal with it. And, I'm happy I was in the mix. Didn't really think we were going to be there.
What's up, David? We're
qualifying, but
we just got through watching the Worlds.
We worked good today. We made a gamble on the compound.
We were here for a while. It was pretty exciting.
David, honestly, you did brilliantly.
That's David Ronfalk. He came in second. He's kind of upset.
And I'm talking to Brian Baldo, the man who put the whole thing on. Brian, it's over. How do you feel?
Tired. I need to rest. I think 1 week.
I mean, it's been a fantastic event. The track's been marvelous. It's held up brilliantly. The weather's been too hot, but it's been fine and consistent. You must be so proud of your team.
I'm
you must be
not
so
going to
proud
be
of
on
the
here
event.
much longer.
Really, you must be so proud of yourself to put on the Worlds here at Redovan.
I'm proud that the people
testing
enjoy
today on my e-buggy.
And we watched a super nice final. Until the last minute, we don't know who wins. And I think this is the more important.
Always a racer, Brian. We'll be back here next year for the Euros. But so if you can start,
Davide Ungaro from Italy.
The slushies on. The slushies are fantastic. We
love
those. So I want the slushies.
He won the last one too. He's really the fastest in the world. Now.
What can I say about
this? Is in Spain.
One thing I would say is
Redovan, Spain.
Ronafelt Ungaro is a battle for the ages. If you like that battle and you'd like to see it again, well, I've been a little championship called RCGP. It may just be happening in 6 weeks, but I'm not going to plug those sort of things. Just gives me a chance now. I want to say thank you very much to our sponsors. One of them here is Nicola Moroni. Thank you for sponsoring some Hot Race Tyres. You had a lot of the cars in the final. You didn't win, but still everyone said your tyres were going great.
Yeah, we had 9 drivers in the main, so with that Hot Race, so it was crazy. And in the end, with the Ronnie Falk, we made a different compound of tires, just the last second compound. Because Bertin told me, okay, Nico,
America,
we
Spain.
can't
Yeah,
win
this is
right now.
this
So
is a
we have
world
to think about
championship. They
something
have this every
different.
2
And we
years.
put the clay compound
Nitro
on the
World
car.
Championship.
Was
And
a
it's a
risk,
different
to be
country
honest,
every
but
year.
we started last, and
Travels all
second,
over the world,
very
so
close
all
to
the top
Davide,
drivers in
and
the world get an invite.
for
You
me,
have
it's
to
okay.
qualify
9 drivers in the main final World
in your
Championship is
national events to
not
be able
bad
to
for a
race
foam
in. I
tire
can't remember
manufacturer, is
the
it?
top
yeah,
how
right,
many before
right.
you can
We
even
started only
eligible to
6
be in
years
it.
ago,
So
and we are here.
these
to
are all
fighting
top
with
drivers in the world. Most
USA
of them get
Colossal.
paid
So
to do this.
I'm glad of this, thanks to my driver, but my teammate too, because my teammate Tom D do the best job that, and for this reason that we are competitive.
Nicola, thank you very much, and thank you for supporting us. If without you, we wouldn't have been here. So that's one of the men you have to thank, the fact you'll be able to see this.
Yeah, he's
Hot Race
the
Tires.
guy
All
that
of
owns
us
Hot
thank
Race
X-Ray,
Tires, which is one of the best tires
and
over
actually with
there.
us next week for the Worlds as well. Thank you so much to Clinic RC, who liked what they saw on Tuesday so much. They joined us, and don't forget to get your air filters from them. Thank you to Hearts RC Models, who liked me so much 2 weeks ago. They decided to sponsor us as well.
I think they're fixing
Please
to
get
end
all
their
your,
coverage.
RC
There
modeling
may be
requirements.
there'll be a bunch of stuff
immediately
after this. So
thanks to J Concept, one of our longest standing sponsors. Jason Rawn has been backing us for many years, and genuinely, we do need these people, or these events wouldn't happen.
So I'm going to remove that. So we're back to normal. It's still got it going in the background. I'm see make sure it ends.
Finally, thank you to myself. Thank you to Matt McCallum. Thank you to Ricardo. Thank you to Kenny who worked with us. Thank you.
Yeah, so that was. It's always the biggest race of the year. Pretty exciting. Everybody's at it. Lasts all week.
Until then, that's 22 for the world in the books.
Yeah, I think they're closing down their stream. We'll see here in a second. Yeah, so that was that. That was fun. So now we get on to testing today. I'm going to test some stuff on the e-buggy and make a regular video to broadcast later. So let's see. I got to get my shocks. Check my shocks. I think they're all good. Not going. Didn't really change anything on the car. It was still a fresh, somewhat fresh rebuild on it. Car's still new. Probably get some GoPro coverage. The way it is, and then make some adjustments. I think I'm going to work on roll centers, maybe front and rear independently, and then all together. Maybe make. I'm not sure how much I can do. Just going to raise the rear hinge pins. So I got me a bunch of. We'll wait and let the track warm up a little more, dry out a little more. So I got to take that off the screen. A bunch of notifications. So I got a handful of parts that came in from HB. I need to put up. So they sent it in a D413 box, turned inside out. Just let you know there's a human actually packed in this stuff. I want to turn this air conditioner on. It's a little loud, but it's getting a little warm in here. Got me 2 sets of springs, one for each car. Mine are kind of old. Need to replace those front springs in both cars. I've got front steering bushings. Been needing those. Those have been back ordered. Go ahead and just open all these up. Sat there and watched this whole race and everything. Had to pee the whole time. I'm about to have to go make a pit stop. Got a bunch of screws I need to organize. Now I'm gonna put them in here. Got new front C-hubs. These are all my 25mm shock screws. Very important. Three by 25. Sharpie. Yeah, work. So let's see here. There's shock standoffs, shock shafts. The rest of these are screws. C5 feet. I need to organize these for a change. 8. About 15. How many different ones I got? And I'm going to go make a pit stop. I'll be right back. Let's see, we're 100% charged now. I can get this up. I was streaming the race from my phone because I had this live stream going. So hopefully, I'm hoping tomorrow we'll have that 4,000 watch hour. Let's put this stuff up. I'll put this stuff out of the way. No, it's going through. Okay. 20 more. Okay, what else we got here? Cap head screw. Button head screw. Button head. Drop button head. Little bitty button heads. Two millimeter screws. I don't know why I got those. What's up, David Sawyer? You watch the Worlds? Randy and I just got through watching it in here. Sorting through all these HB screws I bought. I need to get a big screw bin. Update my screw organization. Button heads, flat heads. Gotta get more organized. These are all my cap head screws. 547, 544. Nobody had anything for Ongaro. Not really. Ronafalt was there, but he didn't have the pace quite without pushing it and made a mistake. That's my opinion anyway. 12 millimeter, 20 millimeter, or 3x20. Gotta get me another parts bin to get this organized. Got a bag inside a bag. 3x20. I have to go to Harbor Freight and get me another bin. 3x12. I still got all these to sort through. Huh? You got anything to sell? It's according to what it is. I'm not. I need to make bearings. Oh, some bearings? What kind? Clusters. Okay. These are 5 whatever they do. Yeah. 5x10x4. Hey, when you charge these right here, what do you charge them on? 2 amps? Give me 1 amp. 1 amp? Yeah. I got the old. I use the ones that come with them. I've got a thing to charge them on the start. The charger, my charge rack's funny, so I usually don't use it. How many you need? $20. They're $2.25 each. So. Oh yeah. Forgot those things. pay you to run to it? Huh? They'll pay you to run to it? Yeah. That'd be $20. Yeah, $20. If you got $9, just give me one more beer. Okay, that's my probably do. Yeah, we have even number. Yeah. Gotta give us money to rent today. That's crazy. That's what they try to call me for free. I might go upstairs and get some change. I'll owe you $2 and bring it. I'll run upstairs and get the change and bring it to you. One more thing. You know, on the nitro where the brake control arms go? Yeah. You know those grub screws that go into the little silver piece? Yeah. Do you have two of those? My bag didn't come with them. So I put an actual like cabinet screws in them, but probably that'll wear it a little bit. That's why I'm trying to organize screws right now. So I got my. I wish someone sold like an actual good solid screw kit. Yeah, I wish HP did. Yeah. So that's what I did. I went through and just picked out some each screw. That's so expensive doing it that way. Yeah, it is. I can't remember how much I had. I didn't buy a lot of each. Just a couple because you just want to do absolute, or you go do both according to what I need. If I got a big order, I'll do it direct. Yeah. I wonder if it's those right there. Actually, I can't tell that because it's hidden. Yeah, fun. I didn't cheap out this time like I normally do, like I did last time. Yeah. Should be these. You just need two? Yeah. All right. Yeah, Finn, I think its tires must have went away. You see it bust off that 49.4. I was pulling for him too. Him and Mayfield. Mayfield fell off there at the end as well. So, here's what it is. Next time it'll be the U.S. hopefully. Get them back. So I got to go through. I got to do a major screw organization. I need to get that bend out there and go through it. Now, I'm just going to have to put these flat heads and button heads together. I hate doing that. That's what you got to do. So I can get me another little bend. I'll probably take these tiny screws, put them over here. Tiny flat heads and tiny button heads. Let's see what we got. be somewhat organized. Yeah, it was a good race. It's hard. There's always somebody dominant, though. That's the only thing. There's some tiny ones. 2mm screws. I don't even know what to use those for. Actually, these are larger button heads. There's no good screw set available right now. I wish they sold a complete screw set for the HB cars. I think they'd sell them. And I've got a bunch of screws and another bin up there that's all stainless from a set I bought. Got to sort them out at some point. Got a mess of screws. I'm messing with a lot of stuff. So yeah, David watched it, had paused it a few times when I got busy. Yeah, that sucks. I expecting a Agaro to win. Yeah, me too. Fender on for flying from the back though. Yeah, Randy and I watched that here in the trailer and watched it. I've had the stream going while we watched it. Pulled up on the screen every now and then. I don't know if that's okay or not, so I didn't leave it up. I'm gonna run some practice some e-buggy today, test a few things. About got it ready. I've been monkeying around with it. Looks like something's fine. Oh, something's not right. That's weird. Got the steering's in a bind. Finn was awesome in that LCQ. I thought he was going to have something for him. He punched off like a 49.4 there in the main. I had this steering out, and now it's tightened this plate up. It's in a bind. I don't know what I've done. I loosen it, it's free. Take this stupid thing off. Techno Lease car had one in the main. Didn't do well. I don't know. But now Ruffalo was fast from the get go. He was in the main. I don't understand. I didn't hear anything about what happened to him yet. I guess we'll hear stories about it soon enough. Ruffalo is one of those just talented drivers that can drive anything, though. Unreal. I've never, ever had the steering bind up like that. What's going on? Like I tightened down the brace and it's not free anymore for some reason. Usually there's slop in there. You're about to get battery charged so I can hit the track as soon as I get there. Sounds good. You charging them at work? Cool. At least you get to do that kind of stuff at work. I could probably get away with it at mine if I wanted to. You know what? That reminds me. I hadn't started charging batteries for this thing. Been working on it all day and I hadn't got the batteries ready. I went down to one pair of batteries for the e-buggy. Been running so much nitro. I hadn't really paid attention to it anyway. Got all my nitro stuff out. to do those double charge thing. This charge lead, this double charge lead for 2S packs, it's just gonna like it. There's no bit chick calling me. Hello? What's up? What's that? I don't know. Yeah, I'll email it. Okay. You on your way? Okay. All right, we'll see you in a minute. All right. All right, so it's back to work. Figure out what's lining up on this thing. Worlds is over. Sure, it's all over Facebook now. I ain't got time to look at all that. Gosh, I gotta take this. Ain't electric buggy. That's because I worked on nitro. Screw those in by hand a little bit. Yeah. So the pit chick's on her way to help me out today. Let me do some video. I'm gonna run these in by hand so I don't feel what's going on here. Like I ran these screws down, it was golly. What the hell? Never had that. What's up? We're on YouTube here. By the way.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Just an FYI.
Yeah.
Devon Bear.
I think you need that for that shock tower.
Well, you gotta do that.
I know I don't have to, but
I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. There's nobody
You're
on
fine.
there.